Star Report. I'm your host, Star. It is Monday afternoon. Welcome to the show. Okay, you see the title. Big U and Loose Cannon were present at PNB Rock murder scene. According to Loose Cannon, he's been talking and giving it up. Oh, so sweet, huh? Do you think that he brought down the heat on everybody? Because the niggas got diarrhea of the mouth. I don't know his full history. I've, watched the No Jumper platform from time to time. I can't say that I know all the people over there, but they get it in, A lot of good content. And Clayface, a.k.a. Whack 100, he's another talker. I've always said he's like Wendy Williams 2.0. And it kind of doesn't surprise me because, Suge Knight, he was a talker. The nigga's still talking. I mean, it's a different day and time. Niggas love the camera, don't they? You put the little goddamn lens right in front of them and they just say, yeah. They tell it all. So I'm going to play some video footage, again, of Loose Cannon, who was arrested with everybody else, Big U, Brick Baby, and a host of others. They're all locked up, and rightfully so, degenerate scum. But he says they were present at the murder scene. Unless you think he was capping for clout. I mean, his name is everywhere. He's like bird shit all over the place, I have been watching different footage with regards to the tragic killing of PNB Rock out of the Germantown area in Philadelphia. And he died pretty quickly, for those who know the story. I may play some news coverage of how he died as the show goes on. And there was an extensive video done 4 months ago with regards to a guy who they say, Tremont Jones. They think he actually notified Freddie, whatever this guy's name is. I forget his last name, pardon me. The father who then went and got his son, who came back and then ultimately robbed and killed PNB Rock. Tremont Jones. Now, if Loose Cannon and Big U were inside the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, did they orchestrate this? I don't know. Loose Cannon calls Big U big useless. Good afternoon, guys. How long has Loose Cannon been calling Big U big useless? And do you think that had anything to do with the feds finally just running down? I mean, once you lose your grip, so to speak, your power, then you no longer become needed by, who's ever really running the streets. And, I'm not going to try and kick in LAPD's back because I have to go back out there and I do need them for business. But once you no longer become a tool that they need, hey, your walls come crashing in. And correct me if I'm wrong, for those of you who have been following this nonsense, this beautiful nonsense, Big U seemed shocked when he was, making videos, multiple videos, as he was coming to turn himself in. Yes, no? He looked shocked, like, damn, I've been working with you. I've been telling, right? How long has Loose Cannon been calling him, big useless? Also, this afternoon, I do want to put something on the table here. This is not a trending topic. You see where I'm trying to go here early? Is Voodoo the black man's true religion? Anybody Haitian out there? Now, that's how the Haitians spell it. There's a different spelling, but I'm going to go with the Haitian spelling because the Haitians, they used voodoo to beat the French. Yes? According to them, yes. According to the Haitians, they used voodoo to beat the French. Now, it worked for them, right? Is that the black man's true religion and you're just not facing it here in America? I don't know. I want to have that discussion. Also, I do want to play some video footage here of the flop, the new Snow White movie, which I have not seen, but it's flopping so bad I may go watch it on the free movie website right after the show. 87 million globally, and it's opening weekend, pardon me, only 43 million domestically. Now, this is, according to multiple reports, a box office bomb. Give me a minute. I'm going to pull all the notes and play video as well on that because the lead actress has been doing the most, and she's been literally trashing President Trump and his supporters, and the backlash appears to be working against the film. The original Snow White came out, I think, in 1937. I'll just say 37. It could be 36. I forget. And the whole storyline has been changed. It's now very woke. It's a woke production. And I guess people just don't want that. I mean, I personally don't want to go see a woke Snow White. No, you're waiting on a prince to come save you. I have not seen the movie, guys, but if anybody wants to call in and trash it, please feel free to, okay? All right, phone lines are open. Give me a second. I want to get myself situated here. Sunday Sweets, I got your donation early. Thank you so much. And hey, Penelope, thank you for tapping in, darling. All right. It's Monday. Okay, that was Loose Cannon talking. Was that an interview, or was he just talking into the camera? Just talking to be talking. Damn. Now, I tend to believe him because I have been watching, again, multiple videos going back, since the killing and the robbery of PNB Rock, who's only 30 years of age. He was with his girlfriend, fiance, pardon me, at the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. He was only 30. And one of the videos that I watched, they literally showed the young guy who came in, who shot him. It was really fast. It was so fast. If anybody, wants to talk about that. So maybe they didn't have time to intervene. I'm just going to say they were present at PNB Rock murder scene. I don't know if they orchestrated it. However, here's my issue. If Big U was there along with Loose Cannon, why didn't Big U, make an effort to, speak up? Or did he? Did he chime in? Did he help apprehend the shooter and the father? All right, phone lines open. Okay, wait a second. Someone says, Star, did you catch Big U subliminally putting out the hit at Whack 100? Yes, sir. That was all last week. Thank you for your donation. So I watched the kings of hip-hop media, Adam 22, my homie Vlad, what's the guy's name? Trap Law Ross, Clayface, and Academics. I didn't watch the whole thing, but yes, I watched Trap Law Ross read the goddamn paperwork where Whack 100 was supposedly begging for his life. Yes, sir. I'm speeding the bullshit. Thank you for your donation. Okay. Since people are interested in this right now, let's get right to it. Is voodoo the black man's true religion? Okay, I just played a video. I'm going to have to edit that out, of course, with regards to voodoo. And my question, is voodoo the black man's true religion? Guys, I'm coming to the phone. Just give me a second. I want to say something here with regards to this particular research topic. I'm not trying to clown nor belittle anyone's beliefs. You know this about me already. I don't have the answer, so we agree to disagree. But I want to ask you the question, is voodoo the black man's true religion? I see some of you with your comments. Thank you. I see some of you are up to speed in terms of how old voodoo is. Voodoo comes from Africa. Central Africa and West Africa. For those of you who are mystified, well, and you think just because you live in America and you have new things and you have designer clothes and shit like that, you think that you're better than Haitians. Well, Haiti might be not necessarily, well, definitely not economically strong, but there are resources there. We've already discussed the resources. Is it fair to say that Haitian people are more culturally proud than ADOS and FBA? More culturally proud and more unified? It's just a question, okay? Let me go to the phone lines and we'll come back to the other videos as well. Area code 561. Good afternoon. Please watch the language. 561, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Star, can you hear me? Jake the Great.
Hey, man, how are you?
Thank you. Thank you for having this afternoon show. I just want to say Bobo to all my Haitians out there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? What I'm about to speak on, don't forgive me if I say anything wrong. Just trying to clear it out for those that don't know. But Star, if you familiar with Greek mythology,
yes,
that's a little bit where you can lead towards Voodoo a little bit. In Voodoo, there's a supreme ruler, we call Bonzi, basically God, that stays out the way. And then the lower levels is where you have what they call lois, what they call lords. And the first lord is Legba, being the intermediary between the living and the dead. So basically, like if you reaching out to something, you have to go through him because he's like the head honcho.
Yeah. Hang on. Papa Legba.
Papa Legba.
Come on.
Yeah. So he's the intermediary between the dead and the living. But just like anything, you like in Masonic, you have the right to do good or evil. You can learn this stuff and do bad with it, and you can learn it and do good with it. It's all balance. The thing that pushed people away is, Hollywood shows these voodoo and this, so everybody looks at it as bad. They stay away from it. But if you look at it like how the video just showed of Lizzie Dantour, that's basically like the queen of Haiti. Basically, you know what I'm saying? The women pray to her for guidance. You know what I'm saying? She's a spirit that protects like women that's in danger and like abused children and stuff like that.
If I can jump in for a second, because it's been many, many years, decades, if you will, since I've done any research on voodoo, because I had to go through many religions to reach a rational awakening, which is where I am. I say that respectfully. What is it, 8 or 9 gods in voodoo? It's about 9, isn't it? If I remember correctly.
There's more than that. There's like so many, but there's like 8 top ones. And there's 2 of them that you really don't want to go to. That's when you go to like the dark side. But majority of them.
Hang on. Let's. I'm not saying you shouldn't go to the dark side. Hell, back in the early 80s, I read the Satanic Bible to get an understanding, of certain things with regards to mankind. And again, I'm not here to clown people who celebrate or are intertwined in voodoo. I'm asking the question: is voodoo the black man's true religion? Because again,
absolutely.
Okay, come on.
Absolutely, it is, because before they threw that Jesus Christ in your face and you swallowed it like gasoline, who did you pray to? Right. All over Africa, you have people with this white man, Caesar something, the homosexual partner of what's that painter, Leonardo DiCaprio or whatever.
Yeah.
But voodoo is the religion of the black man. You just you look at it bad because the white man told you it's bad.
Right.
Just look it up.
Right. Propaganda.
You don't have no problem with
propaganda.
Yeah, you have no problem with Greek mythology, and then everybody keeps saying Jesus is king. Where Jesus come from? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, the story is the story of Horus, being the Immaculate Conception being done over and over and over again.
Yeah. But if I can jump in, and you have much more knowledge than I do. Again, I'm asking the question because in today's day and time, whether we see the younger generation as degenerates or not, they are acting out in ways that say to me they are in some way, shape, or form motivated by something else. I don't know. We can't just say, oh, they're losers, and then just dismiss them as that. Do you think that they are possessed? That may be a stretch. What do you think about today's younger generation? Possessed?
Yes, because we don't battle against flesh and blood, but against the spirit. So there might be a lot of different possessions out there. But I feel like what's happening now with the youth is they've been fed a lie called Christianity, and they're reading their Bible, and it's not making sense to them. Right. So it's leading them back to their indigenous roots. And this is what's happening. That Jesus failed them. He's not answered no prayers. People still been praying. And last thing before I go. All right, what the thing with Jesus Christ, if you keep searching and doing your research, it's about Christ being within you. If you look up something called the Kundalini energy, it's all about unlocking the chakras and elevating Christ consciousness. But I can't blabber on that for long. But voodoo is the religion of the true black man. And once you stop praying to the white man's Jesus, you'll find your way home.
I appreciate the call. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay. You guys better hope Al from Little Haiti doesn't tap in. I'll let him talk for half an hour. Gangs of Love, I see you, sir. I don't have my contacts on. What is Gangs of Love talking about, guys? Can one of my Zoes cast a spell on Rob Lowe? He rips on that motorcycle. What? A move. Script. Okay. Gangs of Love. Now you're drawing first blood. Okay. You guys called in the last episode. I let you go. Holy smokes. That was intense, right? Hey, Marcy, I see you in the queue, darling. Is voodoo the black man's true religion? What do you know about voodoo? Anybody want to call in and speak on something that is not just, motivated by propaganda? Right-handed, pardon me, I got your donation. The Kansas City Royals are playing the Toronto Rangers. Loose Cannon, August 2015. Okay, that's my homie, Loose Cannon. That's a totally different Loose Cannon. Okay, he's going way back. Now, did you name yourself right-handed because of left-handed? That's my homie too. Thank you for your donation, Lance. Okay, yeah, give me some time, Kev. As I'm going to get to the Jamaicans because I was really disappointed. God, I was disappointed this yesterday, Saturday. Hang on, let's see what he says before I continue the show here. Star Jamaicans love white people. That's the reason why they bleach their skin all to this day. But for some reason, they always forget to bleach their hands and feet. Jamaicans will code switch in a heartbeat. Yeah, I'll come back to it because I was just so disappointed. That's the only way I can explain it. Saturday, okay? Let me go to area code 647. 647, please watch the language. We're discussing a few things. Big U and Loose Cannon at the PMB rock murder scene. Are you there? 647.
Hey, Sarge. Yeah, the 647 caller, David tapping in from Toronto.
Hey, what's up, man? Good to hear from you.
Hey, how's it going, Sarge? All good?
Do you want to cam up or are you good on the line?
I don't mind if you want to. I can set it up. Would you prefer to do that or?
Well, no, anything that works for you. I just want to make sure that we're promoting your platform. Guys, this is David D. Cordova. I'll get your information on the showrunner here right now.
Actually, why not? We can cam up. I'll set it up.
Okay.
I'm here.
All right. Email me. I'll get you on the screen. And
okay.
I'm just asking the question, man, is voodoo the black man's true religion? All right.
Okay.
Email me and I will send you the link, David. All right.
Okay, I'll do it now. Okay, I'll come off the line. Okay, thanks. Bye.
David D. Cordova tapping in from Canada. His platform is called Today's Religious Talk. Let me go to area code 310. Good afternoon. Please watch the language. Are you there? 310. Yes, no, maybe. Are you ready? 310. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Got to keep it pushing. Area code 915. Are you there? Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
Hey, how are you, man?
Chilling, man.
Okay.
Doing pretty good.
Okay.
I wanted to chime in on the voodoo thing, man.
Damn.
Personally, I don't think voodoo is a black man's religion at all.
Okay.
I think it's some evil devil worshiping stuff and all, and I think it only works on those that believe. If you don't believe in that type of stuff, there's no way nobody can just put some magically spell on you by taking your hair or burying your drawers and all that weird stuff. I don't believe in none of that, like, at all. They already show, how they so-called turn people into zombies. They're not doing no type of magic. They're poisoning people with pufferfish poison, grinded into powder. Like, so, it's all another part of the propaganda of keeping people in these weird bubbles of religion and things of that nature. That's how I feel about that when it comes to the voodoo.
Can I ask, sir, are you FBA, ADOS? Who am I speaking to?
Yeah, I'm Black American. I definitely am what they would consider FBA.
Okay. Is it fair to say, sir, that a large majority of young ADOS, FBA are demonic and possessed, if you will?
I think a lot of people definitely are demonic and possessed.
We're talking about FBA, sir. Hang on. you've already said that the Haitian voodoo. What are the words you used again? You said demonic. You said demonic, right?
Yes, I definitely did use the word demonic.
Okay.
Yes.
We've got penitentiaries here in North America loaded with FBA, right? Is it fair to say that they are possessed, if you will, programmed by Christianity, which is not helping them, if you ask me? So I'm just asking the question, do you think that voodoo may or may not help the black struggle?
I definitely don't think it will definitely help the situation. Not at all. Not at all. Because it's already propaganda and negativity and demonic as it is. And to be honest with you, yes, a lot of young black people are definitely demonically possessed by the things that they listen to, by the things that they watch, by the things that they see, and stuff like that. You know, that's type
the influence of Christianity.
Yeah. I mean, well, you can't. I wouldn't necessarily say Christianity just based on the fact that a lot of young people are not going into churches every Sunday.
I would say Christianity. Yeah, Christianity.
Well, the reason why I wouldn't say this is because a lot of these young people are not going to church. They don't go to church on Sundays. They're not reading the Bible throughout the week. They're just doing stuff. They're just living their lives, doing things. And to me, why I definitely think it is like some demonic possession is because demons jump in and out of people's bodies all day long. When you got people fussing and fighting with each other over the most smallest things, those are demons playing with them. That there's a demon in one person, a demon in the other person. Those two demons are having their fun with them by watching the chaos take place between them over whatever the situation may be, whether it's something as small as you stealing $10 from me or something as major as you possibly that maybe hurt one of my loved ones and I'm trying to seek revenge and things of that nature. Like, I think people are being possessed by demons all day, every day. Just being honest, my personal opinion.
Can I just respond to what you said? I'll let you land your plane. You use the term zombies, yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
well,
sir.
Can we be very, very objective? Is it fair to say we've got a lot of FBA, ADOS, zombies walking around here today? You know, killing each other down there in Atlanta, running around in skinny jeans and slides, pulling up with the stick, running up in people's homes, you know, robbing them, shooting them. Zombies. What makes a Haitian zombie by way of voodoo any different from an American? See, I can be totally objective. I live in America. What makes that zombie, as you just said, different from the American zombie who is fixated and driven for a goddamn Gucci bag, Prada, Louis, and all this other shit? Please explain that one.
Well, the zombies from Haitian, they are poison. Them people are really poisoned, you know, by the pufferfish poison that's grinded into powder. The American zombies, they're zombified by what they see, what they listen to. They're hypnotized by these things. And amongst being hypnotized by whatever they're seeing and listening to, they're going out there acting on whatever it is that they feel like they know. A lot of these young people, if they make it to a certain age in life, they'll realize this. It'll just be like a light bulb turning on in their brain if they have common sense.
Gotcha.
But then you have some people out here that's just really lost beyond lost, and they never figure it out at all,
Okay.
even if they become 30 years old.
Have you ever been to Haiti, sir? Just one more question. Have you been to Haiti?
No, sir. That's a place I will not be choosing to want to go at all. I would never want to go to a place like that.
Salute to my nigga Barbecue. if he's still alive, he's one of the realest niggas, in my opinion. But I appreciate your call, man. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Hey, no problem. You take care.
Sir.
I want to also say something about Loose Cannon and Big U real quick.
Oh, well, I got somebody else coming in, man, but I appreciate you. Thank you for addressing the topic. Thank you.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. Okay. Hang on a second. Oh, Tony Touch tapping in. Tony Touch says, I saw a video yesterday of FBA's having a shootout over Jordans. Oh, that's a whole fact. Jesus, help these monkeys. Can we call them zombies? Tony Touch. These niggas are super predators and zombies. David D. Cordova.
Hey, how's it going?
Good to see you, man. You got to pull your camera down a little bit so we can get you. There you go. There you go. Okay. Okay. Hold on a second. My showrunner, I sent you a email. Was it yesterday or Saturday? Because I was thinking about doing this topic. And what day was that when I sent you an email?
I think it was Sunday, yesterday.
Okay. Okay.
I think it was Sunday.
Okay. Okay. Is voodoo the black man's true religion? Take it away, sir.
Voodoo is the black man's true religion. I believe this wholeheartedly. This is the black man's religion. But unfortunately, it's been stigmatized and demonized due to racism. And I believe it's the highest form of racism to strip someone of their religion. And the greater conversation, this speaks in alignment to cultural appropriation. So when we look at cultural appropriation, it's the idea that other groups would borrow or take something from Black people. So you got to ask yourself the question, if this occurs in fashion, if this occurs in music, then why would it not also occur in religion? Especially when voodoo is over 6,000 years old. What makes you think that other groups didn't borrow from a 6,000-year-old practice?
I thought it was 10. Are you sure? I thought it was like 10,000. I could be wrong.
Even better. My research said over 6,000, but if over 10, it further reinforces my point that it's older than all the other Abrahamic religions. So why would you settle for the photocopy when you got the original manuscript? Right? So
well, now, hold on a second, David, Killer, you're in the live chat. Killer, I can't look at a bunch of different windows and text with you as well. Killer, if somebody is out of pocket, time them out or contact Deeds. I can't look at the live chat. Now, hold on a second, David. Please don't follow my lead. You are a Christian, if memory serves me correctly. Yes, a Christian?
Well, I was raised Roman Catholic.
Roman Catholic.
My father's Sephardic Jewish, mother's Christian, and I'm just a seeker of the truth.
Okay. Because listen, I don't know, but I have a lot of respect for Haitian people. I've said that for decades on the radio. And voodoo, it makes sense to me. I mean, in terms of understanding the nature of mankind, which is depending on how you see mankind, voodoo explores certain things, whether it be the celebration of the flesh, spirituality, a strong culture. Everything doesn't have to involve money. And I think that's where a lot of people get it twisted. They think because they hit the goddamn lottery, oh, God did that. God? So I just had to say that. Go ahead. What's all that?
Yeah, and I think it's just a double standard, because how comes other cultures are allowed to partake in ancestral worship or ancestral acknowledgement? So what is voodoo? At the heart of this, it's just veneration to the ancestors. So how comes in other traditions, they're allowed to acknowledge their ancestors? When it comes to Black people, it's taboo or it's stigmatized if they have ritual practices that acknowledge their ancestors. So there's a double standard at play. And I think it's rooted in racism. It has to be, right? So, just to reemphasize my point, you're talking about African indigenous spiritual systems that have been in existence over 6,000 years, older than the Abrahamic faiths. So like I said, if cultural appropriation, if people can take on fashion, music, even all the famous Black inventors, everything that was invented by Black people.
Wait a minute. King Simon, are you tapping in, sir? King Simon, I just sent you the link. King Simon says voodoo goes back thousands of years. Yeah, I forgot a lot of this stuff, man, to be honest with you, but okay. Okay, so with regards to what we see here in America, because you're up in Canada. I don't know the crime rates. I haven't checked the stats up in Canada in quite some time. Do you think that voodoo could quite possibly be, and maybe this is a stretch, some type of solution to the Black struggle? Solution? Or am I reaching?
No, because it can restore cultural identity, and it can restore pride. And then we take it from there, and then we go into whatever direction that we need to go. It's helpful in assisting the identity of a people, to give them self-confidence, right? So, like I said, a religion that Africans had, that's not demonized. It's frowned upon. It's looked down upon. But yet, all the other traditions have borrowed from it. And once again, this speaks to that double standard. There's a double standard. When I look at Christianity, I consider Christianity to be a sophisticated form of voodoo. I think it's a sophisticated voodoo because it incorporates the same elements. It incorporates the same elements of voodoo practicing, whether it's song and dance, ash rituals, ceremonial dress, spirit possession, the speaking in tongues. All those aspects originated in Voodoo or voodoo, African indigenous spiritual systems. Even if you look at the animal sacrifice, which was prevalent among the ancient Israelites.
Okay.
The whole Old Testament has to deal with animal sacrifice. So once again, the similarities are striking. And this is where
hold on a second, David. Guys, you can call in, just say Star, I'm on the line. Someone Star believes in the devil, but not God. Hey, I don't believe in the devil. What are you talking about, goofy? Call in. Tell us what you believe and explain to us what you believe. If you believe in God, why would you not believe in the tooth fairy and genies and all this other stuff? I don't give a goddamn about no devil, weirdo. Go ahead. You were saying, David?
Yeah, in Judaism, there's a prayer. I can't pronounce it right. I'm going to make an attempt. It's the Ushpizin, Ushpizin, Ushpizin. Anyhow, this prayer is recited during the holiday called Sukkot, which is the festival of booths. It's where you build a sukkah in your backyard. And during this holiday, they recite a prayer in Aramaic, requesting that the ancestors of the Bible come into the sukkah to share a meal, to have dinner. Okay. So once again, ancestral veneration to the ancestors. You're calling the ancestors of the Bible, King David, Moses, all these characters, ancestors, to come into your tent to eat a meal. So what is that?
Hold on, David. Hold on. People are trying to get involved in the conversation. Hey there. Good afternoon. Area code 614. Please watch the language. Are you there? 614.
Yes, sir. Is my sound good?
Yeah. Who am I speaking to?
Antonio.
Hey man, how are you?
Hey, how's it going?
You have the floor.
I just wanted to build on what this guy was saying, but also to question. There seems to be like this thing going where old is right, and where I would say I do agree that certain Christian elements do have some of the voodoo elements. The ones that he pointed out were spot on. I would argue, who is to say that both of those traditions don't have some elements that maybe we shouldn't be partaking in?
Okay.
Just because they're old doesn't mean that it's correct. And so to say, is today's youth demonic because of Christianity? I don't really know about that, because like the other caller said, most of today's youth are, if anything, anti-Christian. But if I could go on a little bit of a kind of conspiracy.
Well, can I jump in for a second? Can I jump in?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Where are you getting your stats from that most of today's youth is anti-Christian? Because you see, I always include Caucasians, and you have a lot of these Caucasian incels, and in their minds, they are doing God's work, whether you like that or not. They think that they are.
That's a good point.
They think that they are cleansing people, communities, and or groups, and doing righteous work. So unless you have some other sources, I I'm saying, yeah, I think that religion has gotten a hold of them. And I can't just blame them, but at some point we have to look at it and say, hey, well, what's going on here in terms of the programming and the propaganda? Go ahead.
If you want to add in the Caucasians, yeah, because we've seen the whole, I don't want to just make it political, but just for a lack of.
Let's make it political, sir. Let's make it political. Let's go.
Okay, yeah. You get the alt-right, the super God and country first.
Yes.
We got to kick out the immigrants because God said so, that type of thing. But if we could just make it a black thing for a moment, because that's the only perspective I could really speak on, I see our people, they have a lot of bad experiences with Big Mama making them go to church and this and that. So they've kind of turned away from God. And like with this new internet culture, it's almost funny and easy to mock God. I'm not saying everyone has to believe in anything, but it seems like Christian beliefs have become the easy target to attack, and it doesn't have the same reverence that other religions have. People understand that if you draw Muhammad, they're coming after you, but you will get on the internet and say F God without any type of recourse,
Well, I appreciate your input. David, do you want to respond, or should we let this man land his plane? He had a few questions with regards to your position on some things when he first came on the line.
No, he made a good point as to whether or not we should be practicing some of the things in the religion. And that's a question I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, but it's worth investigating. So I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. Sir, you have the last word. You have the last word.
If I could just make a last point about the black youth of today, something that I think plays a role into it, and I'll keep it brief. I don't want to hold up the line. Okay. But if you look into the fact that there is I don't know the science, but there is a theory that hair, we all know it contains static electricity, but some people think it conducts other types of energy. And with our youth coiling their hair into dreadlocks now, I believe they might be unintentionally tapping into something that is causing what we see now. And the frequencies and the music and all of that.
Well, sir, I can't let you have the last word and leave on that note, because locking up one's hair was a sign of enlightenment once upon a time.
I believe that is true, I believe that when you do, yes, no, certainly, when you do anything with the proper intentions, you get the good benefits of it. But when you go into it with, I'm just trying to be like Phonem and you're listening to this low level music, I believe that could be a side effect of it. But, we're getting into
what about those degenerate Latinos that come here and they have no parameters? They have no sense of self, and they will kill you.
And that's why
they will kill you over a Slurpee and a goddamn Milky Way bar. What about those degenerates?
That is, I agree with you, and that's why I don't like to make it about race. But if you would look at the energy that all of those people, wherever they're from, they come over here and they tap into that yo-yo energy. And I don't want to say it's a black thing, because there's way more black people that aren't doing that than what the media would try to make you say. But whatever that energy is, it manifests in that, what's good, my nigga? On phone now,
I appreciate the call, sir.
I want to make it clear it's not a black thing. It's not.
Sir, you did good. I appreciate the call. Thank you, man. Thank you.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Guys, we're having a discussion. Salute to King Simon. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you, sir. How's everything? David, pleasure meeting you, sir. Pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm just asking the question, is voodoo the black man's true religion?
Let me say something, family. First and foremost, you see this book? Look at this book. When We Ruled by Robin Walker. Let me show you this book. Black God by Supreme Understanding. My man,
I know that one.
From Jersey. Black people invented everything. Supreme Understanding. When the world was black. So and let's go to the Black Indians. Let's not play. I'll go. We are not just African. I'm not afraid to go where we got to go. And
come on.
David, thank you very much for what you presented just now, because yes, it is over tens of thousands of years. And my professors, like Professor James Smalls and Ivan Vern Sertimer, says the word voodoo is relatively new in Africa and those other places. It was called something else. And in Santeria, because my family's from Cuba, you got Santeria. We keep on forgetting. Yeah, exactly. And then going back to Obia in Jamaica. Obia, yeah. And people remember, you got to remember that these are just energies that's been named over years. And energy is constant. It's eternal. So we name our energy Jesus. You name an energy Muhammad. You might name it Islam. But when you was talking about the devilishment or the zombieism, when that man was talking about the zombieism in one of your first callers that talked about zombies in America and Haiti is different. No, it's not. It's just that under certain cultural differences and how they pick up that zombie energy was different. But in America, they might have picked up the zombieism in the music that's been corrupt in the mind, and Haiti might have picked it up a different way, but it's not different. It's just how we manipulate energy in this realm to use it either negatively or positively. Go ahead, Star. I know you want to say something.
Well, no, I mean, and again, I want to make it clear. I'm not trying to put down nor belittle those who subscribe to voodoo.
Right.
When you have an understanding of who you are and what is at your core,
right,
and what inspires you and motivates you, I have to respect that, as long as you're not trying to harm me or innocent children.
Exactly.
Sacrifice has always been a part of mankind. You know, people don't like to even talk about how the Ashkenazis, the Jews, have been sacrificing over hundreds of years, if not thousands. So just want to say that.
And like David said that, it's been misconstrued over the years. This energy has been turned over just by manipulation through colonialism and slavery. They took away our powers. And one thing about the European negative society, I got to say the negative, because you got some righteous Europeans out there. Let's be respectful. Although in certain cultures, they might call them devil anyway. But I'm telling you, in European cultures, when they realize there are superpowers in different regions of the world, they go and study it so they can master these superpowers, so they can stay as a superpower in Israel. So we got to realize superpowers has been, Haiti showed superpower with voodoo. That's how they was able to beat the French. Obia in Jamaica, when they was able with Cujo and Nani was able to do what they had to do and go into the mountains of Jamaica and defeat the English. They was able to do these things with these.
Hold on a second, everybody.
Bring him in.
Is that my homie Luke Caney tapping in?
Luke Caney.
Monday afternoon.
This who Caney. This ain't Luke Caney. This who Caney.
Who Caney? What's up, man? What's correct?
Luke Caney.
He Star thought he had a friend. He thought his friend was calling in.
He said the donation, sir. But where are you going? Please watch the language.
Well, thank you, Luke Kenny. I got in.
Please watch the language.
Let me pop in. Okay. All voodoo is your ancestors in nature.
Exactly.
Where did that become such a bad thing?
Come on.
Little do we know, we're all sun worshipers. Everybody. God left his only son. Without the sun, don't nothing exist. Everybody's praying to the sun. We don't even know it. So, I mean, all we doing is praying to the ancestors, and we just hoping nature goes our way since the beginning of time.
Okay.
They trying to grow crops. Hope the sun shine today. Let's pray to the sun.
Yeah.
Hope for the water, the rain comes, the rain god. Oh, the snow god. Everybody getting caught up in everything. Exactly. All they saying is God is just one thing. We one big mess. It's everything. It's the air we breathe. You know what I'm saying? So when I think of voodoo, it's not even voodoo's all through the Bible. A man turning a stick into a snake.
Come on.
Opening the Red Sea. That's not voodoo.
Exactly.
Tasting the blood of Jesus. Tasting the blood of Jesus. That's not voodoo.
That's voodoo.
Oh my God! Oh, you're in church eating the body. You in church eating the body, but you scared of voodoo.
Facts.
You niggas, I'm sorry. All y'all are sun worshipers. Shut up and just pray that the sun comes out again, because without it, we don't exist.
Right. Yeah.
Don't nothing grow. We don't eat without the sun. There ain't no fish, ain't no ocean, ain't nothing. We see a lot of galaxies without the sun.
Yeah. Go ahead, Luke.
So So all who Katie? It's who Katie right here.
Yeah,
I'm probably who.
This is who Katie. Who Katie?
Who Katie?
Who Katie,
Not
man?
Luke Katie. Who Katie?
Respect. Thank you.
Continue.
All I'm saying is, since the beginning of time, and asking our ancestors for protection is that a bad thing? Because little do we know, we ain't supposed to be praying to God for some of the small shit we pray for. God, we God's children, so we already got the power. Make it happen.
Who came? Let me ask you a question. You remember? You remember,
yes,
like
sir.
In certain Asian countries, they learn all the different. Well, no, actually, coming out of India and Africa, they learned the different animals and learned different styles. Oh
my God!
You had to learn.
They felt that every animal we can learn from, every insect we can learn from, they all got a power that we need to take within ourselves. Exactly. So the grasshopper, we need to learn how to jump high like the grasshopper. You know, I'm a stronger than the tiger. Just stuff like that. Like we try to compartmentalize everything. Right. But at the end of the day, it's all about the sun, baby. It's all about the sun. So my God greater than all y'all. He left it for me, man. So that's God's son. Right there. Show me your God. My God is the sun every day.
Right.
What your God doing? My God's sun is the sun every day. He's shining in California right now. The sun, oh my goodness, it's 75 degrees. What your son doing?
And who came in Kemet in Egypt, they call it Ra every time because the lions used to wake up and roar, and then they call it Ra.
Listen! Oh my God! You just took my point. Listen, go to the average Christian and say, "Do you even know what you just said?" I'm in Ra. It's amen.
I know what I'm saying.
We say amen, but it's amen. I'm in Ra. Man, listen, I'm not from New York. But I grew up on Sarnetta, man.
Okay. So you know.
I watched Sarnetta. I watched Sarnetta for about 3 years straight. Shout out to Sarnetta. Listen, I learned so much on that channel. So shout out to Sarnetta. But I know you don't do shout-outs, my bad. But I learned so much on that channel. You know what I'm saying? And I watched it for about 3 years straight. I learned that I was a fool.
Go ahead.
Hey, listen, the first thing I did when I went to New York was with the 1-2-5, man. That's the first thing I did.
Good for you.
But all I want to say is, man, listen, we all praying to the sun.
Okay.
They just named it. Some named their son Allah, some named them Buddha, some named. But at the end of the day, it's all about the sun, man.
Okay. I appreciate the call.
And we always pray to our ancestors. So pray to your grandma tonight.
Yes, sir. Have a good one, man. Salute.
That's why every picture was made with the sun behind Jesus in the picture.
As a non-believer, I'm not afraid to let someone talk. You know, if you find your groove, you find your groove.
This is my halo. Jesus. This is my halo.
Hang on a second. Stacy Galore, I see you in the live chat, guys. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stacy Galore, opportunities and hiring after the show. Okay. Yeah. Luke Haney, I got your donation. Luke Haney says Vodou is actually the French or Creole spelling.
Right, exactly. That's it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
Because it changed over years, man. People got to remember these are languages that are changing over years. And again, if you hear the word ka in Kemetic language, ka and ba, but they learned the ka by listening to the falcon. Ka. Now you got ka and ba.
If I can jump in here for a second, guys. Nobody is really paying attention to this film, but the new Snow White film. You guys up to speed on how bad it flopped? And the lead actress, what is her name? Rachel. You know what I'm talking about? David D. Cordova.
I seen the trailer or the video, but not the movie.
I just want to mention this because it's really, really trending. If anybody has seen the film Snow White, can you tell me how bad is it?
I heard the Wicked Witch had beef with Snow White, though. She said something that she didn't get along with her during the filming of the movie. Did you hear that?
I know nothing about this film, but I am going to watch it because it's doing so bad. I'm going to watch it on the free movie website. And matter of fact, I'm going to play a video after we finish up with this particular topic. Supposedly, Rachel Zegler. That's who we're talking. Can you Google that, David? Are you in front of a computer? Rachel Zegler. Zegler. She's in the new Snow White film. She's 23 years of age. She's from Hackensack, New Jersey. Part Colombian and Polish. And she's saying she had it rough growing up going to an all-girls school.
Gosh.
And she's just been going ape shit. at Trump supporters and the president, and a lot of people are saying that this film is flopping because it doesn't stick to the original story. And supposedly now Snow White is not even looking for Prince Charming. She's trying to become empowered, and it's just like a total woke DEI flop fest. Anybody get any information or any comments?
I don't know nothing.
She's a New Jersey native, Colombian mother and a Polish father.
Right.
From New Jersey.
Okay, I just want to mention that. Supposedly it's a big box office flop. Hold on, one more thing. Yeah, it just came out. They spent 240 million, pardon me, in between 240 and 270 million. That was the budget. And so far, only 87 million globally. Yeah, this is going down fast. Anyway. All right, let's let me see if I can bring a couple of people in so we can have this conversation. Extended conversation. Area code 215, you there? Good afternoon, 215. 215, yes, no, maybe? Okay, got to keep it pushing, folks. Please do not call in and try and kill the vibe. Let's go to area code 202. Are you there? Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. 205.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yes, who am I speaking to?
Hey, this is Avery from Smart Land Buyers.
Hey, man, good to hear from you. What's cracking, Avery?
How you doing?
Good.
Good. I just wanted to call in and just say it one more time.
Are you joining the conversation, or do you want to do some promotion?
I wanted to do some promotion. What's the conversation about?
Is voodoo?
I don't want to.
Is voodoo the black man's true religion?
I have no idea about that.
Okay. Well, listen,
I wouldn't know nothing about that.
Let me look for your information. Smartland. Hang on a second. Let me find it. When you go ahead and promote whilst I'm looking for your information. Go ahead, man. Tell people what's going on with you and your platform, please.
Yep, smartlandbuyers.com. I'm calling just to let the people know we still have a few lots available. We're running a major sale, total liquidation, $1,500 for any lot on the website. We've been promoting with you for a while now, a few years now. What we did was we used to do the 0%, 250 down, 250 a month, 0% interest. That's what we were doing. Right now, since we're going out of business, we're offering every lot on the website for about $1,500. Basically, what we do is we offer high yield forms of saving. So, the idea is to purchase one of these lots and kind of ride the appreciation of the property value in that city, and just get you some returns back as opposed to just losing your money. There's other forms of, investments out there, but we do find land as one of the, the top unknown.
And you are doing consultations, yes, Avery?
Yeah. I've been on the phone with plenty of your callers. They've been calling in, so we I've been consulting with them, answering a lot of the questions, which I'm happy to do here. I just want to invite your listeners to go to the website smartlandbuyers.com. Every lot on that website is $1,500. No other payments involved beyond that. If you want to have any questions or you want to talk, my phone number is 202-499-0390. You can text me there. You can give me a call there.
Yeah. I got your banner. It'll be my first banner whenever I take my break. Guys, on the screen, smartlandbuyers.com. This is Avery. He can assist you with raw land in Detroit, okay?
Can I ask him a question?
Yeah, this is some of the...
Go ahead, King Simon. You want to ask Avery a question? Go ahead.
I did call you, and I realized it was in Detroit, so I did send some of my friends in Detroit your website, because I did call it once, but you said you only had land in Detroit, so I said I did send people close to there. Yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I'll talk to you soon, Avery. Thank you, man.
All right, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Take care. Thank you.
Okay. All right. King Simon, back to you with regards to this particular show running, which a lot of people seem to be interested in. Is voodoo the black man's true religion? King
I
Son.
sent you a clip I wanted you to play. It's 2 minutes, but I don't know if you could play. It's good. It's Professor Small.
Yeah, I'm backed up on clips, and it has to be somewhat of a news platform. Otherwise, I don't want to deal with that copyright stuff.
Okay, yeah, because it's a lecture that Professor Smalls did. But yeah, our elders back in the day, like Professor Smalls, he's still around. Yeah, it's one of our true vibratory religions because it's dealing with vibration. It's just names have been changed over the years. That's all he said.
Okay.
It's dealing with energy and all that. And again, like I was saying early, energy is transformed from one form to another all the time for the last 10,000 or more years. So when he said when Brother David said 7,000, I said, "Oh, my elders go back and say, no, sir." Now, and these are people that go to Benin, go to the Congos, go to Dogon and all those. They study with these people. So and I think I invited somebody to watch your channel who is also from Haiti, but her father is from the Congo. And
well, listen, if they want to chime in, if you have my email address, tell them to chime in. Guys, Can you hold on one second? Let me see if more people do want to get involved in the conversation. Area code 415. Good afternoon. Good evening. Are you there? 415.
Hello?
Yes, 415.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
We're speaking about voodoo?
That's what's on the screen. Can you see it?
I'm
not hanging up. Come on.
Come on. Bring it.
Come on. He hung up.
I love it.
I was thoroughly entertained. Why'd you hang up?
Hey, because Reverend Ike used to speak like that.
Area code
I think you need to talk to me. Tell me.
Area code 215. Please pick up the pace. 215. Are you there? Good afternoon. Good evening. 215.
Hey, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, sir. What's up?
What's up, man? How are you?
Nothing much. I want to ask a couple questions about the topic.
Which one, sir? Big U and Loose Cannon were present at PNB Rock's murder scene?
Well, I'm not worried about the Jerry curl wearing niggas. Like, I want to ask about voodoo.
Okay.
Okay. So voodoo, is that a bad thing or a good thing? Like, what is voodoo? What is the religion of voodoo that makes it so, I guess, objective to religion?
I don't know, sir. Are you mystified? Are you a believer in spirits and demons and warlocks? And
I'm a believer in God,
okay.
But I also know that voodoo has been here since before God. Exactly. So I want to know what is voodoo? What do we think voodoo is? Not me.
So what do you think? I'm a non-believer, so I'm being objective. I'm just asking the question based upon old research, and I just thought it would be a good discussion. Well, how do you feel? How do you feel about voodoo? You're a believer.
I feel like that may be the origin of what we believe in,
okay,
or origin of religion at some point.
Okay.
Right? But I want to know, why do people think that it's so bad within religion?
How old are you? How old are you, sir?
I'm 40. I'm 46.
Okay. You're a man who has lived, yes?
Yes.
I would imagine you've traveled. I don't know if you're a father or a husband or not, but you've had more than enough time to study human nature. Even if you're not, a man who's well read, you have an understanding of human nature and how to interact with people from various walks of life. Yes?
Correct. Yes.
So I can't tell you how you should or you shouldn't feel. Only you have an insight as to whether you think something is good or bad. Your conceptual integrations give you your morals and your ethics and your values. If you ask me.
But voodoo goes back to the Egyptian times.
Come on. Tell us.
Go ahead.
So if it goes back to the Egyptian times, that's before Christianity. Right?
The principles, understand that the principles of voodoo goes back.
Hang on, King Simon. Sir, you have the floor.
Go ahead.
You have the floor.
Well, I'm asking because I believe that voodooism goes back before Christianity. It was here for a long time, and people practiced that religion for a long time.
Come on.
So I want to know what would be wrong with people believing in voodooism.
I can't tell you that, sir. Listen, if people subscribe to the theory of God, I always ask them, well, why don't you believe in the tooth fairy or genies?
Yeah, that's right.
Or
But why couldn't they
warlocks?
be real? But why couldn't they be real? If we want to believe in everything,
Exactly.
then why couldn't they be real?
Yeah.
Why couldn't we say that?
Bingo.
It is.
I mean, I want the opinion. I'm looking for the opinion. That's why I'm asking the question.
Sir, you should not be asking an atheist. King Simon, do you want to jump in?
No.
Where's this man going?
I was agreeing with what he was saying.
Somebody, please.
My brother, I was agreeing with what you were saying, but you know, when it became evil is with movies like Serpent and the Rainbow in 1988, 37 years ago. We watched this and got afraid of voodoo. And remember the smaller islands like Jamaica or Haiti and all these Caribbean islands, which is a part of the Americas in all archaeological truth, if you're studying archaeology. But they got us frightened from those things because when you start practicing the spiritual or the energetic systems from these communities, then it will hold us accountable and not a Jesus or a Muhammad or a Moses. Yeah. It returns us back to.
Do you believe in Santa Claus? Believe in Santa Claus?
Oh, me?
I don't believe in Santa Claus, but I do believe in the energy that he's speaking about.
Okay.
Right. Because Satan
so
is
I'm enlightened by what he's saying at this point.
Okay. Well, then, King Simon, you and this gentleman, go ahead. I'm going to pull up some other calls. Let this man land his plane after you speak to him, King Simon.
No, I mean, hey, Satan and Santa is the same word, so I'm all right. I got this. But now, brother, again, you're absolutely, from your perspective, you are right, because we're dealing with energies and they've been named over the years. Whatever you call it, Kemet at one time, you might have called it Dogon at another time, you might have called it Christianity at another time, but people are just misconstrued because of the propaganda system of negative Europeans that did not like our powers and what we have, because they know if they took away our powers, they can control us. That's all.
Yeah.
Keep it simple.
You have the last word, sir, but your question was, when did voodoo become a bad thing, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, because people look at voodoo as a bad religion or a bad way of life or something like that. My thing is, okay,
if I had to guess, it became a bad thing ever since the French lost to the Haitians.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's many Haitian documents that clearly say they were inspired by way of voodoo. They say that, not me, sir. So they say. Go ahead and finish up, please.
Okay, let me finish up. What I'm saying is that I don't understand the difference between true religion and Christianity and whatever we're supposed to believe in, right? I don't understand how this is the first way of life, and we have elevated from that first way of life, and we have integrated with that way of life, with every part of life. I think that voodooism, Christianity, it all departs from how you believe in whatever you believe in, and you go from there. I don't know, but I do know that it all spawns from energy.
Okay.
And it's whatever energy is closer to you. And that's all I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you for your call, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay. I do believe this young lady on the screen is sent a message in Creole. Am I wrong? King Simon, can you read that, sir?
She's pointing out a lot of the different names like Olodumare, Ifa, Shango, Oshun, Ayemeya. Yeah, she's pointing out all the different ways that it's always connected. It's all connected that we practice.
Hang on. Are those the voodoo gods?
Deities.
Yeah.
Deities, but not from just voodoo, because you can see Shango is not just voodoo.
I don't have my contacts in.
Oh yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Yes, Yoruba. She's pointing out a lot of the Yoruba culture, which is all connected. All of this is connected.
And those are the 7 African powers.
Right.
Yeah, the 7 African powers. I believe it relates to the former kings that once lived, that got deified.
Okay. Oh, I took that off the screen accidentally. Okay, let me put this back on the screen because she made some very good points for those who,
Yeah, she did a good job.
Believe in that. King Simon, do you want to promote your books, your platform with regards to numerology?
Right.
For those who don't know what that world is.
Numerology just means the study of numbers. That's it. People have got it misconstrued too and put it into fortune telling. But what I do is a thing called numerovation. And as you see in the banner that my brother Star, have shared on his banner. But my book is called Numerovation for Mental Stability, focusing on using the metaphysical science of numerology and pinpointing how you could attract mental instability. And it's just more help. It's more like a guide, because I call it the numerovational guide to recognizing mental instability and staying motivated. And many of us can admit that a lot of people are going through a lot of mental issues. And I got a lot of clients, a lot of people that support me and have bought my book or done any sessions with me. I do consultations. I don't do readings. I do consultations to help so you can guide yourself to stay motivated. So I might recommend you to the scriptures. I might recommend you to the Tao. I might recommend you to different things that can keep you motivated just by looking at your numbers connected to your birthday or your name. Because everybody like to say numbers don't lie, but if numbers don't lie in certain aspects, why is numbers lying when it comes to you and your name and your birthday? That don't make sense to me. So I learned how to use it to help people get better. That's all. That's
okay.
My gift.
David, great to see you, man. Today's religious talk on YouTube. I'm gonna finish up with King Simon and
take care, David.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you, King Simon, and thanks for having me on. Thank you, Star. Appreciate it.
All right.
Star, what you just said, I've never had any bad experience at Jamaican restaurants, but I know Jamaica sometimes still suffer from colorism, and the lighter is better and all that kind of stuff. But back in when this was going on, Jamaica didn't have no problems with white folks.
When was that?
That's back in the defeat of the British by Jamaican Maroons. This book here, I'm saying that because we didn't have no problems. We knew who was the enemy and who was not. And nowadays, the colorism is so. I'm just saying.
Simon, I appreciate you.
I just given history.
Appreciate you trying to educate people with books. I'm talking about some real life experiences. I know. You said you have never had a bad experience at a Jamaican restaurant, King Simon?
Let me tell you, because one of my cousins owned Golden Crust, the whole franchise before he got offed. He
killed himself. Right?
Yeah, before he offed himself. I went to the funeral and everything. And one of my cousins, so anytime I would step into one of his Golden Crusts, I would always check what's going on, because I know I could reach him on the phone, because he used to advertise with me on radio. So I know who I could reach, but they never knew who I was. But I've never got mistreated at a Jamaican restaurant. I could actually say that. Never got mistreated.
I appreciate you, King Simon.
I've never got.
And thank you for chiming in on the topic with regards to voodoo, man.
Thank you, bro. Take care. Take care. All right.
Okay, take care now. King Simon, good man right there. Hey, Miss Playful, she says, is it true that some African countries are making voodoo illegal? I don't know, but it makes sense to me. I'm just asking the question. Is voodoo the black man's true religion? It worked for the Haitians. Do your own research. They say that's what motivated them to beat the French. Voodoo. Thank you, Miss Playful, for your donation. I'm coming back to the phone lines, guys. Give me a second. Lenny, I got your donation. Good to hear from you, sir. Natalie says, we call them Frightened Friday. They are still frightened by the white man. Oh, even in Jamaica. Yeah, wow. I didn't get salty. I came back in from outside. He's still standing there fucking flapping his gums. And I just said, I'm saying to myself, dude, what the? And he says again, oh, excuse me. Goes in the back, gets the food. He comes, gives me the food. I'm checking the bag. And I said, Yardy, I need some napkins and utensils. He didn't put it in the bag. He then puts the napkins and the utensils in the bag. And as I'm tying the bag, I looked to him and I said, I'll be back, Yardy. Now, let me ask you guys, is Yardy offensive now? That's a very old term. Yardy. Didn't that start in Trenchtown? Yardy. Oh, yeah. Oh, Yardman. Yardman. I said, I'll be back, Yardy. I waved my finger at him like, fuck wrong with you? Let me go to area code 973. 973. Please leave all the profanity to me. Are you there? 973.
Oh, yes. I am here.
No, sir, I can't do that. You're driving and it sounds horrible. No, we're not doing that. Area code 732. Good afternoon. Good evening. Are you there? 732.
Hey, what's going on, Star? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How are you? It's cracking.
I'm doing good. My name's Jalal, calling out of New Jersey. I just got one comment to say about the Big U situation.
Please. Big U.
Every single time.
I'm sorry, good.
Every single time somebody goes on Gilly and Wallow's show, they end up locked up. I don't know. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but Big U was on Gilly and Wallow's show, and now he's behind bars. That needs to be studied. I just got to put that out there. I was listening. I don't know if nobody mentioned it before, but I'm just saying, man, that needs to be studied.
Stay with me. Don't hang up. Stay with me. Now, with all due respect, did Wallow or Gilly smash your girl? Keep it real.
Nah.
Okay.
I'm young. I'm only 33, so they old heads to me.
Listen, these young girls out here is backing it up and throwing it away. But now, Big U.
I mean, listen.
Hang on. Big U been going on my homie's platform, Vlad TV, making the rounds. Big U was up on No Jumper, talking about people got to check in. He's been doing it to himself, wouldn't you say, Big U?
100%.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm just asking. Go ahead.
All I'm saying is, my whole thing is, I don't know if he's only doing this to black people, but you got them white celebrities, they ain't checking in, bro.
Right.
You only extorting your own people and doing it for a financial gain for yourself.
You're right.
So don't say when you get locked up, I'm doing this for black people. You're doing it for self.
Right.
You don't represent me. I'm a black man. You don't represent me. I had no desire to go to California whatsoever, to be completely honest with you. I absolutely have no desire to go to California. And like I said, I want to say this, but then again, salute the Whack 100, man. He is absolutely the people's champ when it comes to telling on people. I just got to put that out there.
Cash Jones.
Got to put it out there, man.
Cash Jones. But,
absolutely.
Okay. So,
as you would say, Clayface.
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen. Don't be deterred from going to California. It's beautiful. I've been going there since the 80s. You don't have to go to the places where, like, the degenerates go, and also don't go out there wearing jewelry because you will attract niggas. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. With regards to
100%. Yeah, absolutely.
With regards to the PNB Rock murder scene, Loose Cannon said they were there. Any thoughts on that?
I didn't see that. I was watching the interview with Whack 100, Vlad, Academics, right, and
Trap Lil Ross.
No Jumper, but
Trap Lil Ross.
Yeah. I didn't see that.
Okay. I appreciate
it. And side note,
Go ahead.
If I could say something.
Yes, sir.
I was chilling with your mans maybe a couple of years ago.
Right, sir, you got to stay on topic, sir. I mean, respectfully, send me an email. Got to stay on topic.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Rob Lowe got your donation. Maybe the yard man wanted to be petted by Ofe, like Wankster of Dud. Like Wankster of Duds. Okay, he's taking a shot at Gangsta of Love. Quinardo, hold on a second. China owns Jamaica. This we know. What the F are you talking about? China owns the beachfront. China strategically placed themselves in the Caribbean. Yes, but it's not just China. We know this already. Thank you for your donation. There's some type of British corporation that purchased a lot of land there. Beachfront property, to be precise. I forget. Maybe I'll play that video as well. It really broke my heart, to be honest with you. You know, it broke my heart because I had a taste for some ackee and saltfish, and he's just dragging his ass with my change. I'm like, do I have to, like, you know, say something crazy? I mean, and then I can't go back to the place. It just. I thought all that ass kissing was out the window when Princess Diana died. Anybody remember when Princess Diana died? You had the Jamaicans clutching the bars, the gates of Buckingham Palace. No, don't take her. Take me. And you had the goddamn the guards literally peeling their fingers off the goddamn gates and say, no, damn you have to leave now. Okay, I'm doing too much. Hey, guys, hold on a second. Since we're talking about Big U, loose cannon, ratting and telling, I want to play something that's kind of old, but I want you guys to know that I appreciate your support. And I put boots to the ground in case you don't know. If you've ever doubted, or just maybe you just weren't educated. So I'm going to play a video for you. I'm going to play a video for you from 2011. Let me give you the backstory. I've had multiple radio jobs, multiple. Power 105.1 wasn't my last radio job in 2006. I've even turned down jobs, as you should know. In 2010, Radio 1 gave me $500,000 to go to Conshohocken. They had just fired Charlemagne. I think Jay-Z got him fired for whatever reason. So the Star and Buckwild show, it was a one-year deal. They gave me the money up front, so I went down there. And the station was horrible. It sounded like a jukebox. Anybody remember 100.3 The Beat? But they gave me the money. Salute to the beautiful, very talented. She came out right after us. For anybody who doesn't know, Kendra G. I think Michael Sean was in the afternoon. So I relaunched my Start Snitching campaign. So again, I put boots to the ground, and with regards to your support, your donations, I still do this work. A lot of it's behind the scenes. Thus, the reason why I can look at someone like a Charleston White and really appreciate what he does. Okay, I've been doing this. Now, this video again is from 2011, but you will hear them talk about. I was relaunching this campaign from 11 years prior. Give me a second. This is an old video here. I got a lot of roots in Philly and different areas around there. Here we go.
It's a campaign to get people to come forward and help solve the unsolved crime cases here in Philadelphia. It's called Start Snitching, and the idea comes from a local DJ.
Eyewitness News reporter Dre Clark is in Conshohocken, Montgomery County right now at radio station 100.3 The Beat to tell you all about it. Dre.
Yeah, good morning, guys. We're hanging out here at the Star and Buckwild Morning Show, and they are on the air while we're on the air live. Let's go ahead and take you inside the studio. We are talking about the Start Snitching campaign. This is a campaign that Star, the host of the morning show, has started almost 11 years ago. He's now bringing it to Philadelphia, trying to help solve murders and stop the violence. And here's more on what Star is trying to do.
I thank you for chiming in on this much-needed cause.
He's bold, outspoken, and always to the point.
Thank you.
Star from the Star and Buckwild Morning Show on 100.3 The Beat has his ear to the streets, and the streets are telling him he needs to do something to help solve murders in Philadelphia.
I'm asking you to stand up and to snitch, yes. You see something, say something.
The radio personality is relaunching his Start Snitching campaign.
I think this is the right time, this is the right place for the Start Snitching campaign.
The right time because Philadelphia has more than 160 homicides so far this year. Many of them are unsolved, but there are people out there who knows what happened, but they won't stand up and speak out.
It's a moral choice. It's also a duty to society.
In the 90s, the slogan "Stop Snitching" was born. The meaning behind that message was don't ever cooperate with the police, no matter who you are. Star says that's stupid and it's wrong.
I want to enjoy life to the fullest, and I'm not going to, live in fear.
He's one man with one message. Snitching isn't wrong. It's the right and responsible thing to do. And back here live in the studios of 100.3 The Beat, the Star and Buckwild Morning Show. In fact, right now, Star is talking about the murders in Philadelphia, talking about us being here in the studio. You can hear them clapping. This is a very serious issue for him. He's kind of taken on the mantle, and he's really trying to enlighten and encourage his listeners to go ahead and do the right thing and snitch if they know anything about a murder. So we will be here, of course, all morning long, talking to Star and the rest of the morning show, talking about the campaign. And coming up in our next half hour, we'll be talking with Star live on the air, one-on-one, to you can hear in his own words why he believes this is something that's noble and right to do here in Philadelphia. For now, we're live in Conshohocken. Drake Clark, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Stepping up. That's what it's all about.
Okay. That was from 2011. Okay. You can do the math. I'm 60 now. How old was I in 2011? And you heard them saying the news segment there that I started the campaign 10 years prior to 2011. Okay. Anyway, thank you for your support. Just wanted to let you know that, right? Valerie, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Wait a minute. Whoa. Uh-oh. Might that be Crime Skills tapping in? Area code 954 on a Monday.
What's really, really hood, though? You got the Zelle?
Yes, I appreciate you. I'm just now looking at my screen. Crime Skills. What do you want to start, sir?
Is voodoo the black man's religion?
Yes. True religion.
No.
True religion.
Nope.
Okay.
If it was and it had that power, they could use that in Haiti to keep the white man out of Haiti.
Okay.
And if that was the true religion, of the black man, why can't they use that religion to bring black people together as one and rule and become the head again? Because at one point in the history of this planet, black people was the head. How did they become the tail? Number one, where this came from, sorcery, witchcraft, voodoo, obia, the same thing. They're in the same category.
Right.
When was this got introduced on the planet? This is the Hamite tradition, not the Shemites. Okay, first thing is first. It's the same thing they had in ancient Egypt. For those who know the story of ancient Egypt. But what happened to ancient Egypt? Didn't the God of the Hebrews mash up ancient Egypt? Didn't he do that? He made Egypt became a base nation. So no, it's not. And I could prove with books they kept out of the Black Bible that this ain't. A matter of fact, this is part of why black people got sold into slavery. For those who didn't know, but for those who want to subscribe to that, they could subscribe to that because they're not reading. This is the problem with a lot of black people. They regurgitate what they hear and they do not do any form of research. Straight up. If you want to hide some from the black man, put it in a book.
Put it in a book.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in possession of the book of Enoch, the book of Joshua, which was mentioned in the Bible. Right. Second and First Baruch, Ezra's 1, 2, 3, 4, the ones they kept out of the Bible. I challenge and this notion every time I hear people, Abrahamic religion. You can't, there's nobody you could get on this line that could prove to me how Abraham gave men religion. I'll pay any of these niggas who want that smoke. Show me and prove to me how Abraham gave men religion. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, but that's part of why black people got sold into slavery. They ran into Africa facing persecution and take on the religions of the Africans. And it's the same thing they had in ancient Egypt.
Can I jump in?
If that was, yeah, go ahead.
Can I jump in? I have no problem with anything you're saying. I'm a non-believer, But let me ask you this question. Can voodoo save black Americans? And similar.
Nope.
Hang on. It saved the Haitians. They rebelled and beat the French. They say there's many documents, books, literature, documentaries. They say voodoo is what helped them win. So I'm not saying you're wrong, but can voodoo help ADOS, FBA, get out of the situation that they're in now? Because Christianity sure as hell ain't helping.
You want me to respond now?
Please, you have the floor.
No, it can't. No, it can't. And a matter of fact, this is controversial, what I'm about to say, and it's about to hurt a lot of people. But the Holy Scriptures do not belong to Christianity. It do not belong to no religion. It's a history book of the true people of the book and who they are and why they're in the current situation. Number one. Number two, any black people in the diaspora who subscribe to this and embrace this, guess what's going to happen? The Most High is just going to kill you. It's in the Bible also. Eventually, he's just going to wipe your bloodline out. The reason why I know about this, I got family members, Star, who got involved with this, and trust me, you don't want to hear what happened to them. So ain't nobody even going to tell me and come on the line and says, oh, this is black man religion and we should practice what? Practice McClat? Like, you know what I'm saying? And this is the problem with people not digging and researching. Right. They embrace all sides of bumbo will fucker. It's annoying. Like, people need to start read and study. It's
crime skills. I will let you curse.
The Hamite religion.
Crime skills. I will let you curse, sir, because I appreciate your efforts. But now, hang on a second. And again, I'm a non-believer, but I tend to think, that voodoo might be the answer for black people here in America. I mean, if you're mystified, why not go to something that is proven to inspire and motivate people? Proven. That's how they beat the French. Why not go to voodoo? I'm as serious as colon cancer.
Star, I respect your program and I respect the time you give me.
Feel free to say, Star, you're full of shit. Feel free to say, Star, you're full of shit.
No, sir. I'll never do that. I know the role you play on this planet. You got to play the role you was put here to play. So I ain't going to knock that. Okay. But I stand on what I said, not what I believe, what I know through studying every day. Okay. It has nothing to do with the black man. Whether it's a black woman, black man, you could go ahead and take on that practice. Go ahead. In the book of Samuel, after Saul lost the kingdom, he went and he conjured up the same practice. He conjured up the ancestors. And that's what, so again, they reject knowledge and that's why they're going to perish. That's the thing with black people. They could subscribe to whatever they want, but at least those who are listening to your show, I did say it. It has nothing to do with the bloodline of the true people of the book. Okay. It's a African practice. And we're not no African. Let's get it straight. We're not Hamites. We are Shemites. Okay. I stand on that. I respect your show. Respect anytime.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Crime Skills. All right. Okay, all right. Crime Skills. Huh? You put it down. Albie Essence says Crime Skills boils. I can't read that. My eyes. I don't have my glasses in. Boiling bamboo knuckle soup. Okay. Guys, hold on a second. Showrunner is voodoo, the black man's religion. Does anybody care about the I gotta watch the film and I'll talk about it tomorrow. The new Snow White movie. They're saying it's trash. Number 9, are you out there, sir? Do you want to tap in? Where is number 9? Gene Richmond. I sent him an email earlier. Guys, there's my Zelle information on the screen if you want to support the show via Zelle. Some people ask me from time to time. At the top of the live chat, you can use the super chat feature or the PayPal. It's the same link at the top of the live chat, okay? Richard, I got your donation. Thank you, sir. Rob, I got your donation. Rob, are you calling in? Rob, let me get you in the queue, man. I'm responding to some of your cash apps. I appreciate your support. And I just played a video. I'll play it again. There's actually like a 4-part series when CBS 3 came to the Storm Buckwild show in 2011. There's more footage. I might play one more clip today. If not, I'll get to it tomorrow. Pedro, got your donation. Hemp Lord says voodoo is a version of the black man's true religion. Okay. A version, he says. Rob, thank you for your support and your patience, man. Where do you want to start, Rob? Area code 973.
Big nigga Star. I hope y'all can hear me a little better now. I'm in the car.
Oh, hey man, how are you? What's cracking?
I'm doing well, man. It's an honor. It's an honor. You know.
You, sir. Thank you.
So I just kind of tuned in a little bit late. My apologies, but
Okay.
I would just like to say that I do think that voodoo in all its forms are the black man's true religion. Okay? Yes. I would like to say that because I am a practitioner and I'm an initiate of La Regla de Ocha. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Break that down for those who don't know. I heard about that decades ago, but it's changed over time. Yes.
Yes, it has. It is. It has been synchronized. Like syncretism is what you may call it, because it had to be hidden. Because this is the religion that we brought over on them slave ships that they be claiming never happened.
Right.
But at the same time, the evidence is that we have our original religions that we brought over on the slave ships that was brought throughout the islands like Cuba, Haiti, etc. They call it candomblé in Brazil. They call it voodoo in Haiti. They call it ocha or santeria in Cuba. Right. And I've been to all of these places and I've been to Africa. So anybody talking that BS, and crime skills, I'm not trying to like bust shots or nothing like that. Number one, I'm from North New Jersey. So I'm homegrown. Okay. Right now I'm fishing on the Potomac River, chilling right now.
Okay.
Respectfully. But crime skills, I respectfully to that brother, because I listen to him. He calls in all the time and I listen.
Good man. Good man.
He's great, man. He's great, and I got love for him. Shout out to him. I'm sorry, we don't do shout outs, but anyway, when people come from the perspective of speaking from the Bible, number one, you're pretty much lost already.
Oh, wow.
Because you've already been fed and you've eaten and you're regurgitating something that has come from the enemy already. The only thing remotely that can be respected of that is from the Ethiopians. They have what's called the Kebra and the Guest. Okay, which is called the Book of the Kings. Okay, that is legitimate. Okay, that is the African version of Christianity. Okay, but back to where I come from, or where I'm at right now within my spirituality. I do feel that voodoo is the true religion of the black man, because we brought that with us. And when also in regards to Jamaicans, I'm
well, hang on a second before you go into that direction. Is it brujeria or santeria that the Cubans practice? Which one?
They are both misnomers. Brujeria translates to witchcraft, and santeria means the worship of the saints, because they thought that we were worshiping the saints, because we had to hide the identity of our African God, what we call gods, but they're not really gods. They are principles, just like in ancient Kemet and Egypt. These are principles that
in the early 80s, if I can just say this, in the early 80s, when I first moved uptown to Riverside Drive in Washington Heights, and I had a friend named Silvio. He lived 2 buildings around the corner, a Cuban guy. And, we used to, his mother and some of his other relatives, they used to cut the chicken heads off, right? And put the chicken inside the garbage bags. And me and Sylvia would take the garbage bags and throw them over the fence into the cemetery. And then we'd sit there and sniff coke. And
because you know why? That's because
hang on, but they were in the apartment with the candles cutting off the goddamn chicken heads. and they would keep the chicken heads and boil them in a pot, and then we would take the rest of the chicken, throw it over the fence. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. Go ahead.
No, excuse me, big nigga star. Our morality, basically, in a nutshell, our morality is controlled by another person's morality. They'll do all types of stuff to us, and then they'll say like, your morality is effed up for doing whatever we want to do. You know, so even chicken, like black people love chicken. Everywhere you go, we eat chicken. But mother, let the supermarkets close up. Niggas don't want to eat chicken no more because you want to cut the chicken head off. You a punk.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This is real deal. It's about survival, and it's about the environment. Like people who have the spirituality is not a religion. Religion is something that white people do. You know, spirituality is something that you innately have. You know, it's something that's inside as well as outside. You should recognize things that are outside as inside, and inside as well as outside. You know, as the Jews, their star, their flag is 2 arrows, one pointing up, one pointing down, meaning as above, so below. And they kill chickens and they kill rams and stuff like that on all the holidays.
Yes.
You know, but when we do it, it's voodoo and quote unquote, and it's bad and negative and everything. Okay, and so do the Muslims. So do the Muslims. Okay, they do all that too. Okay, they you know, my best friend is Muslim, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, respect to Pony Boy, Anwar, Brick City, you know how we do. You know what I'm saying? So
I got to ask you one question before you go, because I'm getting backed up on calls here. Can voodoo save today's black man here in the great wilderness of North America? Christianity has not been working, sir. What are your thoughts? Can voodoo save black culture here?
Piggybacking off what you stated earlier about, you know, the Haitians being a nation, the only nation in the Western Hemisphere to free themselves from the shackles of the Europeans. Okay, I think that speaks for itself. And to add on to that, that person that initiated that revolution in Haiti, he was actually a Jamaican by the name of Bookman. Okay, which is real, and really they called him Bookman because they couldn't pronounce it. It was really Bookman because he could read. He can actually read 3 different languages. He could read English, he could read French, and he could read Arabic. Okay, so we have to collectively come back into our true God, because the Jews got their God and they got their own country. Right. The Arabs got their own God, they got their own country. Bingo. What we got? What we got? Okay, peace, God.
Call. Yes,
peace,
sir.
star.
You. Yes, sir. Salute. Okay. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. The calls are getting backed up here. Is this Mama Ella? Area code 646.
Yes, it is Mama Ella. Peace, star. How are you?
Did I say your name right, dog?
Yes. You sure did. Okay. Yes. So I'm a good friend of King Simon. Yes. I was supposed to come on when he was on.
That's fine. Are you a voodoo? Are you a voodoo practitioner?
I'm a psychic medium. Okay. I channel and I connect with spirits. Okay. And I'm also Haitian, and I come from a bloodline of mediums and people, and not people, but family members who practice voodoo. Voodoo is not in my opinion, voodoo is not a religion, but it is an act of spirituality. If you are in tune with your own spirit, and if you are in tune with the earth and the planet, then you also practice voodoo. If you are in tune with your ancestors, if you are in tune with your grandmama or great grandmama that done passed away, you too practice voodoo, because voodoo was it was all about honoring the ancestral realm, honoring the earth, the pigs, the animals, every living being that was nature. We honored that. We sacrificed that to bring about freedom to our country, you see, which is Haiti. And, you know, I was on...
Can I jump in for a second now? With all due respect, you're saying something a little bit different from what I've got in my hand here. Now, the French spelling of voodoo is different from the American spelling. Yes, I have on the screen the French spelling of voodoo, or voodoo, however you pronounce it. Okay.
Right. Some people call it voodoo. Some people call it voodoo.
Right.
Correct.
Right. But now in Haiti, voodoo teaches the existence of a transcendent creator, divinity, So it is a religion. It's a religion. You're saying spirituality. It has a strict, code here, if you will. This is a religion. Haitian voodoo.
Because it's a practice. Because it's a practice. Correct. All right. So we can use it interchangeably. But us, by default, us Haitian people, we're spiritual people.
Okay.
Yes, most of us are, deal with Christianity, have, our Catholic and any other, but by default, we are spiritual people.
Okay.
And this is the reason why they can't take the land now. Why you think they can't take Haiti? Because they know what's going to come.
Can I jump in? Can I jump in? Can I jump in before we start going in a different direction? Were you born in Haiti or born in America?
I was born in America.
Oh, no. Would it be fair to say that you're Haitian light?
You can say that, but you can say that I'm Haitian blood.
Okay.
And anything that's in the blood, anything that's in the DNA, and on top of that,
okay. Well,
right.
Well,
on top of that,
the only reason why I'm asking is because in voodoo, in Haiti, they are proud to wear the flag, or wave the flag of Haitian voodoo. There's Catholicism and voodoo in Haiti. Christianity is way down at the bottom of the barrel. So now, and you say you are a practitioner. Can you yourself cast spells and things like that?
I said my family, we practice voodoo in certain type of way. I said I'm a psychic medium.
Okay.
Right. And my father's also from the Congo.
Okay.
You see.
Okay.
And so So, yes, I'm Haitian. Yes, I'm born here in America, but
you're westernized. You're westernized. So with all
I'm westernized. Okay. Yes, I'm westernized. But let me tell you something.
I just got one more question. One more question, then I'll let you land your plane. So now, if I came to you and said, Mama Ella, you're Mama Ella, right?
Yes.
Mama Ella, I need a voodoo doll. I need to fuck somebody's life up. Here's 500. I need to make a bitch sick. I need to make sure that her hair falls out, her toenails come off within 2 weeks' time, and she gets shingles on her back and all sorts of shit. Could you make a voodoo doll for me?
I don't do that work. I know people who do that work. I know relatives who does that work, but I'm gonna keep it real. I don't do that work. Okay. That's some dangerous.
Go ahead and land your plane.
Yeah, I'm telling you, because that's some dangerous. That's some dangerous work, and I believe in karma. What goes around comes around. I ain't doing that work. I'm not doing that work, but the key is a lot of us, we frown upon voodoo, and we frowned upon roots, our natural roots, and even drum circles. A lot of people, oh, why are you doing that? And oh, why are you eating that? And oh, why are you frowning upon something that is so ancient?
Okay. Great to talk to you, Mama L. You stay in touch. And if you have any relatives that make voodoo dolls, please send them in my direction. Okay.
No doubt.
I'm dead ass. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right.
Okay. Anybody see that white lady at the Super Bowl game? And she had a little doll. She had the doll for the quarterback for the Chiefs. She had a little needle. She's sticking the goddamn doll. Anybody see that? Somebody had to have seen that goddamn thing. Somebody says they keeping the voodoo from her. My family does it too. You have to be chosen for the religion. Magic sold separately. Okay. Wait a minute. Gene Richmond, is that you, sir? Area code 203. Gene Richmond, aka number 9.
This is America First. Gene Richmond, aka number 9. Yeah, hello.
Hey man, good to hear from you.
Good to hear from you.
Before we talk about some of the things that are on the screen here, Big U and Loose Cannon being present at PNB Rock's murder scene, I did not see the movie Snow White. Did you?
No, I did not see the movie Snow White. I mean, honestly, I'm turned off by Disney's brand of entertainment,
right?
Especially as of late. But I do know people who have seen it and have reviewed it, and it's probably one of the most insufferable Disney films as of late.
Yeah.
Snow White, the film is a live action version of the 1937 animated film Snow White from Disney. But of course, they've added so-called woke elements and the message, if you will, in this story. Rachel Zegler, who plays the title role of Snow White, is a Hispanic girl who did fairly well in this film. But again, the tale of Snow White was her skin was white as snow, hence the term Snow White. This girl was nowhere near as white and anywhere near white as snow. And if you're going to have a film with a princess and a witch, Gal Gadot, who played the sinister witch of the story, who was more attractive than Snow White herself. I mean, the pairing was odd, and the film just didn't land. I mean, it did a measly $43 million at the box office.
Yeah.
Very underwhelming number than what was projected.
If I can jump in, have you seen some of the video footage of her on social media trashing the Trump administration, Trump supporters, this whole thing about people are going to be in lines, I will be vindicated? I mean, she just really is a nasty little something. And that's what they're more so putting this on in terms of people not wanting to go see this film. Yes, we know the story of Snow White. And nobody's tripping if she was, somewhat Hispanic or like the old story from, what was it, 1936 or 37. But it's her attitude. I'm going to play the video that they're saying really just has been working against this rollout. Did you see any of that stuff I sent you?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of her interviews. I mean, Rachel Zegler is an activist, and she's become a PR nightmare for Disney. But this is not the first time a Disney actor has done this. Captain Marvel herself, Brie Larson, went on a rant about men and films not being for men. But you're in a comic book film. This is your target demo. I mean, I think these Hollywood studios should give lessons in PR to their actors, because these actors are an investment. And these performers can tank a production, can tank a film. And I think Rachel Zegler is just completely insufferable. She's repugnant. She's distasteful. I mean, she talked about how weird it was for the prince to be after Snow White. Well, he's a stalker. Well, honey, that's the story.
She said he's a stalker. Like, what the? They should have done
and that's weird.
I don't mean to cut you off. They should have done a totally different film. And how is she an activist? What is she, 22, 23? She hasn't done anything in terms of the magnitude of, boots to the ground. She's from, I think she went to high school in Lodi, New Jersey. She went to an all-girls Catholic school, a very upscale school. Go ahead. I'm just...
Well, of course, that's where they're all from. They're all from upper class, well-to-do neighborhoods and families, and they take on this social activism persona when they make it to Hollywood and they make it to levels of prominence. Right. It's a PR nightmare. I think it was Kurt Russell who said years ago, "We're performers. We're actors. We're not here to share our political views because that can destroy our brand." And that
was Elvis Presley, sir. Elvis was one of the first people to denounce doing any interviews with regards to politics. It was Elvis Presley, my guy.
Right. Well, Kurt Russell. Well, I know you want to be right. I know your fascination with Elvis Presley, but Kurt Russell expanded on that a couple of years ago, and he was absolutely right. We are performers. Right. Again, an actor's opinion can make or break a production.
Gotcha.
And I think a lot of people did not show up because of this woman's seedy and disturbing nature. Right. And she just goes on these rants about feminism and politics, and it's just distasteful.
Well, listen, I'm going to watch this thing either today or tomorrow just so I can come back and and kick more dirt on it. But hey, man, do you care about Big U and Loose Cannon supposedly being present at the murder of PNB Rock, according to Loose Cannon? I played a video earlier. Or you yourself as a Haitian man, well, an American Haitian man, do you want to touch on my question, showrunner? Is voodoo the black man's true religion? Number 9.
Well, for starters, as for Big U and PNB and whoever they are, I don't care much about niggas killing each other, but I do enjoy FDA niggas killing each other. So that just brings joy to me. So I think Big U is right where he belongs, in custody. So and I guess the hands of justice will take its course.
Okay.
Talking about your theological subject, it revolves around dogma. And the guest you had earlier have talked about how this is a traditional and ancestral practice of voodoo, which started in West Africa amongst African nations. It's become an amalgam with Catholicism and deities and spiritualism, also as a religion. And I'm not here to bash that, because it is a spiritual practice of a lineage of my ancestors. But that being said, it has not done anything in recent times to save or salvage anything left of that island with the Haitian people. Maybe it has helped once upon a time in a revolutionary spirit, which was a strong spirit, a spirit of warriors, of revolution. But since then, Haiti has fallen to deep peril. It's fallen to social unrest. It's fallen to famine, civil war, and all kinds of acts of dereliction, and all kinds of anarchy, if you will. It's almost like a lawless place. So I don't think voodoo has helped that island at all in modern times. So if it hasn't helped a group of people one place, I don't think you can bring it upon blacks here in America to solve any kind of issues that they might have. But I will say this, if you want to look at what practices might help, is if you look at the universal practices of the ancients, such as Hermeticism, from one of the original prophets, Hermes Trismegistus, that has the books of the Kabbalion and many of the original teachings of the universe, of universal law, the 7 spiritual practices. Even Abraham himself, has been said, was a student of Hermes. So I think man should direct themselves towards the power of universal law, the ancient philosophies, the emerald tablets of Thoth, things of that nature, to have an understanding of how universal energy works. I remember you talked about a couple of days about a signal in the cosmos.
Well, hang on a second. Can I jump in here? I'm just asking. I've never been to Haiti. You and I did a deep dive one time. Pause. Was it bauxite? What is the mineral in? No. Bauxite is that's in Jamaica. What is it in Haiti that they're making literally spaceships out of? Anybody know? I forget. What is that? Spaceships. Iridium. Is it iridium?
Right, iridium. Yeah, correct.
Okay, so if voodoo hasn't worked for Haitians, why don't other countries just go in there and take the iridium? Why don't they just take it? As opposed to dealing with all the unrest and barbecuing the rest of those guys who will fight to the goddamn death. Why don't they just go in there? If voodoo hasn't worked, yes, it's economically poor for the people who are of Haitian descent, but culturally, I think they're more prouder than a lot of FBA and ADOS, and they'll fight to the death still.
Well, if you want to talk about economic resources, the Zionist Jewish family of the Digio has had a stronghold for over 100 years on that island. But that's a whole other rabbit hole. I think that the people will the people will fight to the death. The people will fight to the death of that warrior spirit to protect what's theirs, because I believe that people know that there are rich resources.
Iridium. Hang on a second, number 9. Iridium, in particular. If those people are such a pushover, why doesn't America and all these other nations just go in there and take it? Why? Why not?
Well, I think it's a little bit more complex than that. I believe that again, it's a people that will fight to the very end for what's theirs. Unfortunately, many are
by way of voodoo and black magic.
Yeah, well, of course, yes, of course, many are fleeing, but there are a few that will fight for what they believe is theirs.
All right.
They will fight for what they believe is theirs, and they will fight for it. But the question is, how can you reformulate an essence that was once a powerhouse, from the words of Frederick Douglass, to mimic, but now has become something fleeting?
Now this
That's the question.
This nigga's talking about Frederick Douglass now.
Okay, well, yes, of course, I want to talk about I want to talk about the information. And before we can understand the purpose of it all, we must talk about the information. I come with the information. You FDA people are all the same. You try to trick me into saying something else. You try to trick me.
Okay. Well, look, man, I appreciate you. You want to land your plane? I'm getting backed up on calls here. I appreciate you tapping in. Anything else you want to mention or promote?
Real Number 9 is where you can find me on all social media platforms. Real Number 9. Support. Do something for me. And again, it's and just to mention, I just want to throw something in here about the Abraham, speaking about Abraham as being the father of the Abrahamic religions. Well,
Jesus.
Well, if you look at the triune, if you look at Abraham as in Judaism as the first prophet of God, and the monolithic God, if you look at the Arabic religion, they spoke about Ibrahim and in a Quranic fashion, and also Paul's letters spoke about Abraham as the divine one. So this is why they use the term Abrahamic in these religions and the triune and the Godhead. But this is it.
All right. I'm focused on voodoo right now, sir, but I appreciate you just saying
that. Voodoo. Or somebody put voodoo on you. Somebody put voodoo on your biracial ass and put the fire on you.
Back in the 90s, yes. Hey, man, good to talk to you. Salute. Good to talk to you.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right. Gene Richmond tapping in. Bill, I got your donation. Thank you, sir. Hey, Valerie, nice to hear from you. Number 9, drive, beg, and pay attention. Okay, thank you for your donation. If you're just now joining me, I already played one video with Loose Cannon. I don't know if I want to play another one. I don't want to give this guy that much shine. He's just was running his mouth. He's locked up now. Any updates, guys, on Loose Cannon, Brick Baby? Big U goes to, I think, before the judge on the 31st. I could be wrong. Alejandro, good to hear from you, sir. Good to hear from you. Hey, Lydia, thank you for tapping in. She says, I'm enjoying this discussion. Well, I mean, there's many topics throughout the week. You know, when I'm out and about, I'll grab a pen and I'll write something down, and then I'll consider bringing it, back up. Pause. That was a little crazy. Mike, I got your donation, sir. I'm about to get some goat head soup, big nigga. Go with the cow foot instead. Go with the cow foot. You might like that a little better. Okay. He said, Jesus did voodoo water. Jesus did voodoo water into wine, walking on water. Okay. Thank you, Mike. Okay. Hey, thank you. Okay, Mama Ella. Okay. Thank you, Mama Ella. Hey, Lorna. You aged like a baby. You still look amazing. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the video I played earlier was from 2011. Salute to those beautiful people in Radio 1. Gave me the money up front. And then after a year's time, the station sounded like a jukebox. They were playing Chris Brown, oh my God, what were they playing at that time? I forget. Just all sorts of like young Chris Brown. It just wasn't working, and then they decided to flip the station, like older R&B. And I said, hey, I'm going back to Hazleton to focus on my trailer parks. But great people, great people. Markel, I got your donation. Okay. And salute to, is Crime Skills back on the line? No, he was just sending a donation. Okay. Is it Carl? Carl, yes, Carl. Salute to Rob Lowe and Gangsta of Love. They got it in the last show, and you know, I think they worked it out. Okay. It's just I want to stay focused on what we're doing here today. Let me go to area code 832. Thank you for your patience. Are you there? 832. A few topics on the
yes,
table.
I'm here.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, good. What do you want to chime in?
On the voodoo black man's religion.
I think I'm going to make that my main topic. Is voodoo the black man's true religion? True religion.
Yes, amongst others.
Okay.
Vodou, Palo Mayombe,
okay,
E5, 21 divisions, you name it. The Kabbalion, like number 9 was saying, you know, even though, you know, they got that from Egypt. But yeah, that's all good stuff.
Okay.
For sure. Better than Christianity, for sure. Christianity was created to turn us what we are today. The foundation of the United States, corporations, and other European nations in terms of their legal system.
Well,
it's the foundation of it.
The Ethiopian Bible is the oldest Bible. You do know that, right?
I've heard something like that. I like what one of the callers said earlier about the Kibru Nagash.
Go ahead.
You know, I haven't read it, but I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Okay.
So I think Ethiopia has the best information coming out of that ideology. And to my understanding, it was the Gnostics that first came with the concept of Christ consciousness, and they taught the Romans. And the Romans, they took that information and turned it into a physical person and killed off the Gnostics. And when they were talking about in the Bible that they fed the Christians to the lions, that they were talking about the Egyptian Coptic Gnostics basically being destroyed by the Romans.
Okay.
Who later on, you know, at 325 AD, we know about the Councils of Nicaea and the Nicene Creed, and, you know, Constantine creating Catholicism, which Christianity is an offshoot of that, you know, which leads us to today.
So with regards to my question, well, 2 questions. Can voodoo help black people in America if they accept voodoo? Never mind that Christianity stuff. Can voodoo help them? I'm good out of jail.
Yeah, definitely.
Really?
Definitely. I think the reason why is because I think the problem with black people in America, I was born here. I'm from Screwston, Texas, aka Houston, Texas, born and raised.
Okay.
And from my perspective, the problem with black people here is the mindset. You know, even if you give them reparations, you give them the money. I mean, what about the mindset? What are they going to do with the money? Are they going to do it to liberate themselves and get up under the thumb of the people, these foreigners that came and put them up under their jurisdiction, or are they going to get their own? Are they going to get into sovereignty? Are they going to elevate their conversation and start talking about having their own? You know, there are Jewish neighborhoods that have private property with private security firms and Beadine courts, Jewish courts, that have some low level of, they have some jurisdiction over certain subject matter when it comes to their areas that they reside in. You know, so, I mean, we don't have to reinvent the wheel to look at the things around us, and we can start thinking along those lines instead of always thinking that we got to turn to these foreigners, these Europeans, to save us. As long as we think that way, we're gonna stay in the same condition that we're in now.
I don't think you should continue using the word "we." I think that's a trap. With all due respect.
Understood.
Yeah.
Well,
but I hear what you're saying.
Those who
I hear what you're
think,
saying.
Yeah, those who think along those lines for sure.
Right. Any thoughts with regards to Big U and Loose Cannon? Loose Cannon says they were at the Roscoe's when the gunmen came in and killed PNB Rock. Said they were there.
Man, they talk too much, man. And now I got Loose locked up. Loose and Brick, and they just talk way too much, man. I mean, and as far as, any kind of, us genociding each other and robbing each other and all that, I mean, that ain't gonna get us nowhere, man. We gonna keep
Let
going.
me ask you a question, sir. You sound like a knowledgeable man. Why aren't more people celebrating that this degenerate, ran his mouth and got him and his low-life friends locked up? They were not making white people check in. They were not making Justin Timberlake and his friends check in. Big U was stupid enough, and he's stupid, to get up on goddamn YouTube and to tell people you got to check in and make videos and then sit there. And after Nipsey Hussle got killed, he laughed when they said justice for Nip. Why aren't people celebrating the downfall of these dirtbags?
I think there is some people celebrating. I think a lot of people like to see our people go to jail.
Well, sir, those aren't our people. With all due respect, you sound like a knowledgeable man, a taxpayer, law-abiding citizen. Those aren't your people, and nor should you have to claim them. But go ahead and land your plan. I just want to say that.
Yeah, I understand you're saying. I mean, one of my right hand mans is from Compton. So, I understand, how they grew up and everything. But me and him, we both agree that, the culture of it, the killing, the revenge culture is all garbage.
Okay. I appreciate the call, sir.
For sure.
Appreciate it.
Salute.
Florida Boy J's at you, sir. Area code 904 on a Monday evening.
Hey, man. Hey, top FBA violator on the line right now, nigga. If I hurt your feelings, call in or keep sitting on your thumb, man. What we got going on, dog? What's poppin'?
Okay,
what are we doing today?
Loose Cannon, is he some type of Latino? What is he? Is he FBA? He's doing a whole lot of talking. Do you think he took down the whole operation with the multiple interviews? He said out of his mouth on 2 different occasions that he and Big U were at the murder scene. He said it.
Yeah, he was there with the greasy fingers in the bucket of, the chicken and waffles. And I just think that it is weird that we have these hip hop terrorists that roam the neighborhoods unchecked and finally are arrested. Because now that I hear that you and Big Useless, Big Eugenics was down there at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, conveniently when this nigga got murdered, and salute to TSU Surf. I did some more research, find out that TSF Surf hit where he got locked up had something to do with Big Useless too, and the 40 Crips locked up in New Jersey.
Okay.
So you got big you got TSU Surf locked up, you got PNB Rock shot up, you got others all allegedly, but we're going coast to coast on this. Like you said, Crondo Rondo nigga shot up, killed. Nipsey shot up and killed.
Right.
So all this, I just
I'm sorry,
I just feel like, my bad. I just feel like when we are running around and connecting these dots, not only did Loose Cannon kind of spill the beans inadvertently snitch on himself to be the man in the action of all these crimes, but we really do need to take a stand and denounce this type of behavior, because just to take a deep breath, and you really think about it, guys, Black Americans all over America. When you go to New York, you may, call your cousin or your homeboy. You can go to all 5 boroughs pretty much and do your thing. It's certain places you can't go. Like I wouldn't say go to Dykeman at a certain time, but you can pretty much go where you need to go. You go to, me and you, we Atlanta. We in Mechanicsville, riding around doing our thing. You feel me? Like we can move around Texas, certain places. It's dangerous, but for the most part, Los Angeles is the only place that actually tries to extort niggas. And the funny thing about it is, nobody in LA is good everywhere. very few people. So you're just paying another nigga to go around where he's good at, and you don't know he's good there unless he gets pressed. And what's gonna happen to you?
Yeah, you're spitting facts. You're spitting facts.
We lock these niggas up. Bro.
Any information with regards to Big U? I don't think they would give him bond. I could be wrong. Loose Cannon or Brick Baby, are they getting bonded out? Have you heard anything?
I didn't see anything that's happened so far with that situation. As far as any bonds or any of these things getting out or about to come out, all I've been pretty much getting is the same information everybody else is, undocumented, uncovered footage, these niggas snitching since the Book of Job and whatnot, you know. So we're just letting all this come out when the feds and the government wants us to. My bottom line with kind of calling in over the last 8 to 9 years, as far as we go back, especially in hip hop, guys have had their tentacles wrapped around murders, RICOs, and extortion. And I think everybody, I don't care what affiliation you have to be with, if you are affiliated in LA, this is nothing to be proud of.
Yeah.
This is nothing to brag about, and this is nothing to hold your head up on as a coast of culture. And I'll stand on that.
Okay. I got another video I want to play. Do you want to hold on whilst I play it? Or do you want to give me a second?
No, we can post it. I'm just rolling up, so we good.
All right, guys, I got Photo Boy J on the line with me. This is another video. I'm not even sure when this came out. This is Loose Cannon again, just talking about the PNB Rock murder. Okay, Photo Boy J, any comments on the video that I just played? Big U.
Yeah, man, I just find it very distasteful and disrespectful. And like, if you were there, why are you trying to act like, oh, all he had to do was check in? You bozo, if you see he's there and you know who he is, why don't you just go up to him and just be like, hey, yo, I see you in the city. You know, we got you. Why are you going to...
Well, now, hang on a second, because there's another video, I think it's Law and Crime, where they showed the footage. I watched the footage. The 17-year-old came in fast. So I'm not sure if, you know, Big U, Big Useless, and Loose Cannon lined PNB Rock up. The kid came in fast with the gun, and you can see him at the table, and within a matter of seconds, you see the white flash. So so that part I agree with Loose Cannon. It happened real fast. Probably didn't get a chance. And PNB Rock being from Germantown, you know, as I said, sadly, they don't just give up the chains that fast. They don't let you just run in their pockets. They will fight you, and he ultimately lost his life. Good, you were saying, Photo Boy J?
Right. Yeah, and for me, when I called in, I think last Friday, I think I exposed Big U, not Big U, but Loose Cannon lying twice about pressing Meat Mill, and something else he lied about. I forgot, but the fact that we're catching you lying, then we catch you in a place you're not supposed to be at. I'm not putting it past that y'all, like, we have a PNB Rock interview. He's talking to academics about when he was on Fairfax just chilling. Niggas was following him and pressing him and his girl through different spots and different boutiques and whatnot. So why would it be out the realm that niggas see you in LA? They're stalking where you're going. You go into this place. These niggas, you and Loose, are sitting in the place to make sure the hit happens. Just to set example off. If there are multiple bodies and RICOs that are getting lined up that are affiliated to these niggas, I'm not going to put it past that they're in an exact place that a rapper, somebody that they would love to extort, that has went on platforms, being that, even saying that he has been, they have had extortion attempts in LA and he got away clean. I don't see why not make him an example. Why not lay this nigga down?
So hold on a second. So
give up anyway.
So you don't believe Loose Cannon again? The other two things that he said, you said that's cap. I forget what those were, but you're saying he and Big Useless were not at the Roscoe's. That's what you're saying?
No, I believe I'm saying they were at the Roscoe's and they were there to make sure that murder took place, to set an example that you have to check in, because PNB Rock was on an academic interview a couple months before talking about how there was...
That was a week prior. That was a week prior on academics.
A week prior, my bad. A week prior, saying how there were failed LA extortion attempts on his behalf towards him. So I do think he was made an example.
Okay. Can you hold on a second, Photo Boy Jay? I got Janet on hold, and Janet sent me some information earlier. Hey, Janet, are you there?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, I'm going to hold on.
Okay, let me put Photo Boy Jay on hold for a second. I thank you for your patience. You sent me some information earlier, but I didn't get a chance to watch the the Snow White movie. I'm going to watch it, but everybody's trashing it. Do you want to speak about that, or Big U and a loose cannon, or is voodoo the black man's true religion?
About voodoo?
Please.
I don't believe that voodoo is the original religion of the black man. I believe the focus of the black man's true religion was energy. I think that religion is a term or a charm used to define this energy. I believe that since the last ice age was 11,000 years ago, so I have to go back to one of the oldest written books, the Iliad, about Homer. And Homer states that the gods came down to Ethiopia, which Ethiopia was the whole of Africa. So, and that's where the gods intertwined with humans. So I believe that from there they used energy and thoughts, and they used certain customs to glorify these thoughts and energies. So I think over the years, through the things that we lost, through the ice ages and the earth reset, because the earth has reset numerous times, that we are grabbing at what our DNA remembers, and I think we have it all backwards. I think if we was to use the energy that we have in store and start practicing that as is, then we could overcome our novice ideas of what religion and earth and humans are.
Can I jump in?
Sure.
Have you ever been to Haiti?
No.
Nor have I. But now, with all due respect, why are you and other people who've called in, why are you scared to acknowledge the mysticism and the dark side and the good side of voodoo? Why are you so intent on saying energy, but at the same time you will not acknowledge that scholars say that it is a religion? Pardon me. Voodoo is a religion. That's what they say. Scholars, you're saying no, but it's the top religion along with Catholicism in Haiti. Why can't you acknowledge that?
Okay, so I acknowledge that religion, I believe, is the application of a charm or a belief, but that charm itself, the core of it, is based on energy, and I believe that religion is like a conduit. It's a way to use the energy that we already have. If you look at the color black, it states that it absorbs everything. So we are, what would be something that stores energy? What is that name? I forget. But I believe that
Are you scared of witchcraft and things that may be, spooky and dark and stuff like that?
No, I believe energy can flow both ways. Okay. It can flow in the negative. It can flow into the positive. I believe when we state the negative, if we put a term or something such as witchcraft or anything other of that sort, I believe we're talking about negative energy.
Not necessarily, because I've dated girls, in the past, and they were witches. A couple of girls, they practiced Wicca, W-I-C-C-A, and they weren't into trying to hurt anybody, but that's just what it was. But the practice, and again, the scholars call it a religion. They have characterized it, pardon me, as an Afro-Haitian religion. Do you think it could do any good for Black people here in America? I mean, surely Christianity has done nothing, wouldn't you say?
Okay, so again, I believe that it's energy. I believe that we use it as a charm or a conduit, or as you would say, application. And when you speak of the people of Wicca, you're speaking of people that are used energy. They use the energy of things, of earthly things, to make progress. So again, that goes back to energy. I believe that that is our true religion. I believe we forgot it because the earth has reset so many times during the ice ages. The last one was 11,000 years ago. But however, they have been found in Mozambique, I believe, a 200,000 old gold mine. So that tells me that people were thinking and they were advanced over 2,000 years ago. And if you go back to the Iliad, that was written by Homer, which predates the Israelites, but is in comparison to the
You hush your mouth now. You're talking crazy about the Israelites.
Well, that's just the fact. That's just the fact. It does predate the Israelite religion. But it is on core with the Egyptian, what we now know as the Egyptian religion.
But now, hang on a second. Would you be opposed to voodoo being more openly accepted here in America? I think that's the ultimate question. Would you be opposed to it?
No, I will not be opposed to it. However, people must understand it's not. They are not. Oh, for the lack of a better term, they are not defining their practice. What if it's energy? Because when you look for the ancestors, you're looking for energy in the air. So it's like when people mine Bitcoins, they look for it in the energy, in the currency. So I believe that if we go back to a human currency and kinetic currency type of thinking, and how to practice using that, I think we could go further.
I have to jump in and say, with all due respect, niggas ain't going backwards in America here to something that they should have, taken note of once upon a time. Okay. I appreciate you sending me what you sent there with regards to the Snow White film. Do you care about Big U and Loose Cannon being present at the PNB Rock murder, according to Loose Cannon? Any thoughts, Janet?
No, I do not care about them. I believe they got what they put out. They put out an energy, a negative energy, and they got the negative energy back, and which completes the current.
There you go.
So, but I would like to. Can I promote my YouTube page?
Now, hang on. Hold on. Now, you and I should talk behind the scenes because I'm willing to do that. But, if you get a whole bunch of trolling stuff and then, let's talk behind the scenes. I will do it for you. But let's talk first because, see, a lot of times with my platform, people don't insulate themselves properly and then whammo, then they get mad at me. You feel me?
No. I don't want them. I don't want to promote my page because I want your people to come over to subscribe. I want to promote a specific video of the Black culture that gives all the research that I wrote on that video, because I'm not on that video. I just have the slides there.
Can you,
along with the
can you send me a link?
Cited material.
You send me a link.
Okay, I'll send you one.
Because Jet, I appreciate you. And a lot of, like I said, a lot of times people they come to me to get notoriety, and they get it. Oh, they get it, and then they get mad at me. Let's you and I talk behind the scenes, all right?
Okay. All right. Thank you,
Janet. Yeah, okay. All these people come to the Star Report, goddamn, and next thing you know, I knew I shouldn't have fucked with you. Florida Boy J, you there?
Yeah. We in the building, man. Niggas gotta watch out. Your audience comes over and niggas gotta be able to handle the trolls and the type of energy that comes with it.
Hey, everybody ain't built like Florida Boy J. You feel me?
Hey, come on, man. Hey, back to Big Eugenics and Loose Booty in California, man.
Whoa, hold on.
Really
Florida Boy J now. Come on, man. Take it easy because you're back and forth in LA. You up in them clubs, man. Just, slow down with the name calling, if you ask me.
Listen, well, I'm speaking for myself and by myself because I'm not sitting here acting scared, but we've seen black bodies drop on camera. We've seen niggas' brains on the pavement of niggas who is trying to change their hood.
Okay.
I'm not gonna sit back and be sitting here talking about let's show respect, let's move around. Nobody's safe if you going outside. We can clearly see it ain't enough checking in, ain't enough being respectful.
I'm not saying
ain't enough money.
I'm not
niggas
saying
is putting in niggas' pockets to keep niggas safe. I know what you're not saying, but we're not acting like this is some we got I personally gotta run, jump, duck and hide when I go out to LA. I'm saying what I'm saying because how many niggas gotta die for niggas to lose respect for the niggas killing niggas?
Okay.
What are we doing? This ain't no we gotta show preferential treatment to the, like I said, we got love and respect for everybody. But when you come to Florida, when you come to different places, you know where to go. When we come out there, we know where to go. If it's a check-in, it's a check-in, but you can't be having a long line of dead niggas in one city and keep demanding a level of respect as if you're changing shit around, because you're not.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, number one. And number two, about this voodoo, you said this the black man's religion?
Is voodoo the black man's true religion? True religion.
Absolutely effing no. It can't be. There's no reason for it to be. I don't listen. The way niggas romanticize voodoo is like niggas just romanticizing that old chick back in high school that gave them their first piece of ass. Like, dog, that was back then. Her cooch got cobwebs on it. Like, nigga, let it go. If voodoo was such a stronghold of a religion, then it would have usurped and across the diaspora. If it was so strong, then the Haitians would still be overcoming. It would be in a certain place. Now, I understand the French and I understand American. I understand everything that has been a roadblock to the Haitians, and we have to acknowledge that because not acknowledging that is the same way as them not acknowledging the roadblocks we've had as African Americans. That can be true, but we're not going to take this religion that we give credit for overthrowing a government in a situation from the French, when all that does is put our mind in the place of, all we got to do is pray and have faith. No, faith without work is dead. It wasn't enough.
Can I jump in for a second?
Overcome anger for niggas to make shit happen over it.
Can I jump in for a second? From what I remember, voodoo is more of a practice as opposed to falling down on your knees and sobbing to the unknown, which is, what a lot of Christians think and understand. Voodoo is a practice. It's more so doing and understanding what you're doing and having a reason for doing it. And also, there's an old saying, the most valuable gems are hard to find, And again, I'm not so much rooting for voodoo, but objectively speaking, I have to look at what it has done for a certain people. And again, there's a reason why other nations have not gone in there to take that iridium. That they're very, very selective. And also, we also have to point out that, Haitians will deal with their own. They will run up in there and get the shooting the leaders. They get people in checks to the point where, other nations have to try and assist by way of the CIA. Would you not agree? Haiti regulates itself. They ain't got no money, but they regulate.
How you regulating with no money? I just think that's an oxymoron in itself. Niggas ain't got no money. Niggas eating mud pies. Niggas over there living in rubble. Ain't nobody. You ain't got no motion. Nigga, if I kick you out of my trash can, don't mean I got motion. It's just a fucking trash can I'm removing niggas from. We can't keep giving niggas props for losing, dog.
Okay.
I listen. Salute to what they did for the Haitian Revolution. But like I said before, that's the problem with niggas right now. We over here thinking about Martin Luther King, Marcus Garvey, the Haitian Revolution, instead of starting our own revolution. For my wise words, my nigga Aaron, why aren't niggas getting they lick back? Stop telling me what we did then and do something now.
Okay. Florida boy, any new videos on your platform? Anything you want to promote?
Hey, we got new videos popping up Listen, Star, I got new videos popping up every day. I got over 71,000 views in the last month. Like I said, over 91 subscribers.
Okay.
I got over 4,000 views in the last 48 hours. My numbers backing up things that I'm saying. I'm getting support. People are hitting me with the cash app. Everything is going back great on my platform. And seeing how young you were looking snitching years ago, I want to snitch right quick. Tom Homan, there is a homicidal homosexual, a transsexual that is kidnapped by a Colombian DoorDasher in California, and we need to locate that person immediately because ICE needs to deport 2 people. One is a nigga in a wig, and and I'll rest my case.
Now, hang on. Did you just take a shot at who I think you did, man?
I mean, absolutely. You call into the show trying to say you stepping for FBAs, you're doing this, you're doing that. But you're really just an agent who just pops up at a lot of these political rallies to survey black people and report back to the government.
Now, hang on. Do you want to mention who you're talking about and give him the opportunity to call in, or do we just leave it there?
Yeah. Hey, man. If Avo isn't riding around with the training, then he can tap in and call in and get packed up if you want to. Just make sure that those fries are dropped off at that last location before you park your car and call.
Advo the comedian. I don't know his number. I think he changed his number. Anthony, I got your Zelle. Thank you, Anthony. Florida Boy Jay, sit tight a second. Let me at least give Advo a chance to respond if he's out there. If not, I'll keep it pushing. Penelope, I got your
order.
Yeah, Penelope, I got your donation. 1051 fam, I got your donation. He says, salute every limited freedom and limited safety that we enjoy from Judeo-Christian values. Countries without those values have poor conditions. Okay. Florida Boy Jay, sit tight a second. Let me see if I can bring in area code 646. Hey there, good evening. Please watch the language. We're talking about a few topics. Area code 646. Good evening. Good evening.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey, can you speak up? How are you? Okay.
Is that better?
Yes. Florida Boy Jay, sit tight a second. Hold on. You have the floor. Who am I speaking to?
Nicole.
Hey, Nicole, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Where do you want to start?
I just wanted to chime in on the topic.
Can I ask you to turn that down in the background? Turn that down in the background. It's bleeding through.
Yeah. Sorry, it's you. I just turned it down.
Go ahead. You were saying?
Okay. I just wanted to chime in on the topic. Is Voodoo the real black man's religion?
Black man's true religion.
Yes. So I'm Haitian. I'm of Haitian descent, both my parents.
Okay.
And my grandfather used to practice Voodoo, and my uncle now practices it. And I just think this is a great question because I myself have been interested, but I think it just depends on your experience. Like, I have yet to really see Voodoo done like in a positive way. I've more so seen a lot of like negative things, like people putting spells on people or people just using it for like negative things. And, when it comes to Voodoo, like it's not just like you said, it's a practice. And so once you receive whatever it is that you want, you have to keep serving that spirit. And sometimes if you don't, then it could lead to like your death, So I don't know. I guess I won't get too deep into it, but I just think this is a great question because, I do think it's the black man's true religion. I do. But I don't think anybody can just practice it. I think you have to know what you're doing. And I think that it has to be, I think you have to have maybe family, or it just has to be in your bloodline, I don't think that you can just decide one day that you're just going to practice it.
Can I ask you another question to go along with, is Voodoo the black man's true religion?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Is the black man wicked in nature? Maybe Voodoo is the religion of those people.
Well, I will say to your point earlier, I do think that a lot of there's a lot of things that I see now that kind of resemble voodoo, which is a little weird. Like, I don't know if any callers talked about this before, but a lot of men that practice voodoo, there's a lot of homosexual acts that come with certain rituals and, in order to open up certain portals. And so, I don't know, I'm only 24, but I feel like things have been a lot more gay, if you will, than they've been in a while. So I don't know. I think that I just see a lot of things that resemble voodoo in today's society just a lot more, and I don't really know why. But
well, stay with me. I like how you're approaching this. And listen, I don't have the answers. You're 20 what again? How old are you?
24.
24. Sweet Jesus. Okay, so now, do you think the black man has always been gay? Always been gay. All things started in Africa, you think it's always been gay?
I don't know, actually. That's actually a good question, because I've heard of certain spirits that naturally carry a homosexual fluid energy. So it's possible. I don't know. That's a tricky one, but I think.
Do you think there were gay slaves that came over here from Africa? Gay slaves here, or do you believe that they were raped by the slave masters and then that turned them gay?
I think that I would have to say, I think the energy, maybe certain, I don't know. Honestly, that's a tough one, because I want to say that I believe the whole slave master thing, but if I'm going with what
that buck breaking, stuff. It sounds hot. The nature. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's actually a really good question. I never honestly considered that before.
Go ahead.
But I also just wanted to add that I feel a lot more white people practice voodoo than maybe people realize.
Okay.
But a lot of, especially Caucasian people in high places, I don't know if anybody noticed, but during Trump's inauguration, there was a black woman that walked out with them, and the colors that she was wearing, she was a mumble, which you would call a mumble. She's a voodoo priest. A woman voodoo priest is called a mumble. And, a lot of people in high places, politicians, they do voodoo to protect themselves. Just a lot of the gang wars that are going on in Haiti right now, a lot of these gang members, they faithfully go to these voodoo priests to protect themselves. They'll get shot and the gunshot wound will heal right away. It's very deep stuff. So, I think there is a negative connotation to it, which is unfortunate, because I think that people who aren't black are more willing to learn and get themselves involved so it can work for them versus.
Well, hang on a second. You sound like a talker, and I can appreciate that. Have you ever heard of black people saying that they taught Europeans math, science, taught them how to bathe, and so on and so forth? You ever heard that?
Yeah, I have.
Do you think they taught them about homosexuality too, since they taught them every goddamn thing? Since black folks created everything, teach them homosexuality too?
I don't know. That's the hard part. I want to say yes, but again, I know that there are spirits that carry a fluid energy.
Niggas start doing too much. Well, listen. I appreciate you calling in on the topic. I got to take other calls. Hey, did you see the new Snow White film? You said you're 24. It's targeted towards your generation and those younger. Snow White, you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it. I'm honestly not interested. I think they're doing too much with these remakes lately.
Right.
I think it's just
right.
It's ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't care for it. But thank you, Star. I watch you all the time.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. All right. 24 years old. Sweet Jesus. Slow down, old nigga star. What's Photo Boy J? Who's in the queue? Photo Boy J. Are you there, sir?
Nigga, salute to her calling in. That's what I'm saying. We can't be leading niggas into a spiritual alternate bussy verse. Once again, it all leads down to niggas spreading cheeks. That's why you need to leave this religion alone. Let's stop talking about how we help the white man irrigate his toilet. That's the problem with us. We over here with our head in the sky, thinking Egypt is in the Grand Canyon and shit like that. That we ain't putting our boots to the goddamn ground and getting shit cracking. Like, stop with the fairy tales. Every February is We Was King month, but nobody is getting down with actually rewriting and resetting our own history so we can be glorified and have legendary status for the next generation. We too busy talking about what other niggas did to the point where it's becoming like a mystification.
Can you hold on, Florida Boy J, or do you got to slide off? Can you hold on?
Yeah, well, I'm posted up. I'm posted up on the block right now.
Jake
I'm waiting for
DeGreat.
the op.
Jake DeGreat, I got your donation, so thank you for tapping in. And guys, I usually tap in or respond when you send in cash apps. If I missed anybody, I will get to you. Hey, Killer, my alleged daughter, she sends in a donation. Pops, Yo Gotti up next for an indictment. Okay. Mob 662. FBJ hides in the men's. What is this? FBJ hides in the men's room just to hear niggas. Wow, that's crazy. Advo, if you're out there, you're going to have to email me, Advo. I don't know your number. I think you changed your number.
Hey, that nigga out of pocket. Mob 662 for that bullshit, yo.
Let me go to area code 609. 609. Big U, Loose Cannon. We're present at PNB Rock's murder scene, according to Loose Cannon. Are you there, sir?
It was good, Scar. Good conversation. I want to touch a topic on Voodoo. Haitian, born in Brooklyn, but Haitian mother.
Okay.
It's a good topic because, just like the other caller, it's interesting because I wanted to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
How much do you think Voodoo played a part of the successful slave revolt?
Well, it's been documented. Never mind what I say. You know, it's been well documented. I played a video earlier with regards to the Haitians. They say that Voodoo inspired them and carried them through the war against the French. That's what they say.
So in the face of atrocities, they use this type of, I guess, practice to escape that atrocity, correct? So it's kind of like it helped them in a sense, right?
Sir, you're Haitian, yes?
Yeah, I was trying to point out that
you would know.
Yeah, I'm Haitian.
You would know better than me, sir. I mean, listen.
So I'm pointing out because
Haitian people have been good to me, and listen, I've been quoted as saying for over 2 decades on the radio back in the days, Haitian coochie is the best coochie. So
Haitian coochie, hands down, is the best. I have the sauce. It's very wonderful. I've dipped in plenty of Haitian sauce. The point I'm trying to make is like with the Voodoo thing, it's an interesting topic because the primary place where Voodoo is practiced mainly is in Haiti. But when you look at the revolt, the actual revolt and the Voodoo, how it ties in, it helped them get over the slave revolt and actually help other islands, help with the revolt as well. Bring it to the States, help with the revolt as well. I think the issue is they want Voodoo to be more of a negative religion in light because of what past it's done for the past people, black people in the islands. But I do feel like what the other caller said, it is a type of practice that if you tapped in, you kind of devoted pretty much. It's kind of like you can't back out. It's like a gang affiliate. You can't back out. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be tapped in. So it's really like meant for good or it could be meant for evil, basically. And that's why it's not good for public practice because just imagine if somebody got beef with somebody and say, yeah, you know what? I'm going to do some voodoo on you and that other person dies of a heart attack 2 days later. You know what I'm saying? So you're not supposed to have
well,
that.
Now, hang on a second. Christianity and Catholicism are the same way, aren't they? I mean, if you don't obey God's commands, what happens to you?
In a sense, yeah, you're right. I could definitely say that in a sense.
No. Sir, it's very direct.
No, you're right. You're right.
A lake of fire. Yes, a lake of fire.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you at all. I'm just saying with the voodoo topic, I think that, like she said before, it's not more of a religion; it's a practice. So, if used incorrectly, it could be meant for harm. You know what I'm saying? And it's a whole. My mother used to tell me stories about like a voodoo priest and a man with a white jacket, white pants going through the town. It was like she used to be scared of these people because they were practicing voodoo in the villages and stuff. And it's just, I don't know. It's a good question because honestly, nobody really knows about voodoo. You know, we were meant to think that voodoo was all negative, but it's tied to a group of people. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that it's tied to the same group of
Might they be the enlightened people, sir? Listen, this is the objective perspective. And just to clarify, I'm the one who said earlier, it's more of a practice, but it is.
Oh, yeah.
It is categorized by scholars, Haitian scholars and others. It is a religion. So all that little energy stuff, that sounds cool, but it is a religion. Well, I don't know if I'm right. I'm just talking. Might the people who understand, live by, and practice voodoo be the true enlightened ones? I mean, here people are in America running around killing over a fucking pair of Jordans, trying to get up in a Bentley and a Wraith, trying to get some type of Instagram bitch who's gonna suck you dry, make you pay child support, possibly go to jail. I mean, what type of life is that? Okay, so a nigga's walking around barefoot, and he only got he lives check to check, but he's not stressed like some of these other niggas. You tell me.
Listen, Star, you posing interesting questions that make you think, and to be honest, it kind of ties in, right? Because like when you to get to the other side, what you just said, like with the whole big U stuff, and it's just, I don't know. I think everything is spiritual, man. It's like, I know back in the days you couldn't be on camera confessing crimes, right? But now confessing crimes seems to be like the thing now, where it's like how much technology is playing a part of these convictions. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much is social media is playing a part in these conviction rates?
So I got to take other calls. I appreciate you. Thank you for tapping in.
Most definitely.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right. Wow, we've passed the 3-hour mark. Florida Boy Jay, you want to land your plane? I'm getting ready to call it a night. We've had a good discussion. Oh, Florida Boy Jay. Whoa. Before I forget. Jameis Winston, a 2-year deal with the New Jersey Giants. Yes, New Jersey Giants, folks. They play in Jersey. Florida Boy Jay?
Oh, yeah. You want me to speak on that? Yeah, of course. The racist conservative organization like the Giants and who never had a starting black quarterback lead their team is going to get the yuck and crab leg stealing, showing all my teeth, Huckle Buck and Jameis Winston. Of course, they're going to get the Yahoo and nigga clapping and bojangling and soft shoeing all around the off season, and that's why they got him. They say, who's the biggest coon left on the market? Look at that smiling nigga in the back with the buck and the crab leg. Yeah. Go get that nigga right there. He looks happy, and that's why he got the deal.
Hold on. Correct me if I'm wrong. Supposedly, he got LASIK eye surgery, and he's a much better quarterback, they're saying. He admits when he was with the Buccaneers, he had trouble seeing. You get the speed on that?
Star, I'm a Florida State fan. I watched this nigga since he was quarterbacking in Alabama at high school. That nigga 30 touchdowns, 30 interception type nigga. I'm talking about this goofy nigga went into Mile High last year and threw about 2 pick sixes by the time I rolled a blunt. You got to get this nigga out of here. He's cool if he's your backup, But if things fall apart and you need Jameis Winston to come through, he's good for a prayer and a hucklebuck smile and about 3 picks and a lost job.
A 2-year deal for $8 million. Did I say that right, or am I off? 2-year deal.
Yeah, 2-year deal for
$8 million.
Hey, he won't make it. Hey, it's incentive lace. Oh, it's probably a team option on that second year. Okay. They're gonna pay him $2 million and tell his black ass to kick rocks back to public. Before.
Damn.
That's what they gonna do. That hucklebuck nigga. And Star, I'm out. I'm gonna sign out. And if anybody got a problem with how I talk, what to do, don't go in the comments after the show and get it off. Right. Call in and get packed up like your mama used to, nigga.
Okay.
Call in.
Okay.
Come on. I'm gonna holler at you.
Yes,
Star. Have a good night.
Okay, salute. All right. Florida boy Jay trying to get at Odvo. Odvo, I don't know your new number, you know. And Janet, I got your email. Janet, I'll check out the link tonight or first thing in the morning. Again, let's plan this. These people come up on the Star Report and the trolls get to doing the most as they should. Then they email me, yo, can you block so-and-so? Block. I ain't got time to be blocking nobody. I want the trolls and they're doing what they do. Talking hella crazy. Guys, thank you for your donations. Hold on a second. Did I put okay, let me make sure I got Stacy Glora's information on screen. Guys, Stacy Glora is hiring. Go on over there and tell her I sent you. Okay, www.stacyglora.com. It's on the screen. Thank you for your support to the Star Report. I'm going to make sure I get some of these banners on the screen here before I shut down. Andre, I got your donation, sir. Are you tapping in or are you just supporting the machine? I don't see your... Oh, whoa. Is this... I see 304. I don't see 305. Hold on a second. Is this Odvo? Area code 304.
Star.
Okay, you sent me a Cash App. Thank you, but your Cash App says area code 305, and then you're calling me from.
And then I send you another Cash App correcting and saying 304.
I just want to make sure. It wasn't me. Now, do you want to address Florida Boy Jay because he got at you?
First, I want to start with the topic, and I'll handle that bitch later. I'll let him call back.
Okay, sheesh. Go ahead.
But Star, back when I was undocumented, I used to work for like Orthodox Jews in Brooklyn.
Okay.
And one time for like this thing called Kapator for John Kapoor, they sacrificed like 50,000 chickens. Like there was like three carts just full.
Yes.
Like in the middle of a city street. And I was working because those are the jobs that you don't need papers to be able to do. And how do you call it? That was the first time I seen like white people like sacrificing animals and kind of like a gentrified way of looking at things like voodoo, santeria, or whatever you want to call it, depending on where you're from.
Okay. You have the floor, sir.
And, so
the question, pardon me, is voodoo the black man's true religion? You yourself, you're from Colombia, right?
Yeah, I'm from Christopher, Colombia. Yeah.
Okay. So your thoughts on the question, sir?
I don't know. I think everything we do is sun worshiping. I do agree with the other gentleman. Everything we do is sun worshiping. A lot of the symmetry is just the sun.
Oddball.
And there's a lot of
I'm sorry.
Yes.
No,
and there's a lot of paganism with a lot of the rituals we do. For example, like Christmas, how is the alignment of like the stars. So, a lot of times like we don't think about Saturnalia, which it was a legit religion that they used to burn a tree every time for Saturnalia. So it's just very interesting that a lot of people forget and they don't read their history.
Well, I thought you were gonna go 10 toes down on this topic, but you sound a little either distracted or just not sure. But hey, man, Florida boy,
well, I want to focus on that light-skinned bitch called Florida Boy J.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, now hold on a second. You guys can't. Hang on. You can't mess up my show here. If you're gonna talk, you got to go one at a time. No screaming, please.
I bet.
Florida Boy
Definitely.
Jay, Advo is on the line. You took a swipe at him earlier, and I didn't fully understand where you were going. But
Yeah.
Advo's on the line.
We just wanted to know, why did he call in about him being a homo, and then proceed to put a
your phone went out.
transsexual on the phone.
Your phone went out. Say again. Your phone went out.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
I said, why did he come on defending his homosexuality Friday night, and then put a trainee on the phone that said they were homicidal and bisexual, and then you hung up the phone and drove the trainee back to Tijuana? Like, what happened? What happened? And is the trainee still in your trunk? Can we speak on what you did Friday night and why you thought that was necessary to come out the closet with a nigga in a wig?
The time before, like, we had a back and forward, and you was like, "Where the bitches?" Like, you was like, "Oh, every time I see you, you got no bitches." So I'm like, "Yo, you know what? Coincidence. There's a bitch right here." So I was just trying to, like, tap in and be like, "Hey, there's a bitch right here." That's all. Now, Star.
So you made a nigga your bitch?
Let him talk. Let him talk. Let him talk.
Star said something about Larry. Her name is Leslie. I actually sent him a. If you go on my last short video on YouTube on the Kardashian, you will see it's titled "Cheapest Dates." How to take a girl on a cheap date. Okay. And it's called Long Beach and Lombard. And you will see it's a female. It's not a tranny, unlike Florida Boy J. I'm not from Florida. Another thing about Florida, can I say the N-word, Star?
Yes,
can I get the permission
if you must, go ahead.
Look at this scary ass nigga talking about picking up long.
Let him talk, please, one at a time. Talk.
My nigga, you talk about coons and shit. Like, you got the colonizer's eye, so we don't respect you from that. On top of it, Florida is a Spanish word, so you're a bitch for having that in your name. And then you call yourself boy. That's like self-respect. Like you like, the reality is this: a lot of times you have hate. You even hate on James Winston. Like, I don't really like black quarterbacks, but as a Giants fan, and I believe that he's gonna be good for the Giants, at least to move the ball, because he's good at moving the ball in a sense. Star, you do always mention that the Giants play in New Jersey.
Yes, sir.
But Port Authority actually owns that location.
Their corporate
the
office
Meadowlands is not part of it's not owned by New York.
Their corporate
Jersey.
office is in New York, yes, sir, but they play in Jersey. Yes, sir.
Okay, are we done with? Are we done with this nigga?
It ain't where you're from; it's where you at. Okay, can you let Florida Boy Jay respond, please?
God damn. Finally, this goofy ass nigga. First of all, I know how he's gay, just like how Rory's gay. Every time I come on, Rory started twerking. I know this nigga's gay too. You just want to diss me? Y'all don't even say anything that sounds like a diss. You niggas start talking about my eyes. Do you know how gay you sound? Do you know that you're not beating any allegations like that? Because you're gay, you don't even realize it. That's number one. Number two, I don't even know this whole Florida point you're talking about. And number three, let's talk about how successful you aren't and how successful I am. We only see you in the car. Niggas know I got multiple. We never see you in a home. Niggas have seen mine. I even thrown a party around this motherfucker. Start seeing with women. People on this line and on this show have seen with women in real life. We only heard you with a nigga in your car talking about a cheap date you bought with long balls 5 minutes ago. We just heard you. You're a weirdo. You buy cheap niggas and wigs. You tried to put one on the Star Report. The minute the nigga a lady voice faded away and we caught on and started knew it was Larry, you shoved your tool in his mouth and hung up the phone. We know who you are. You're just an agent who spies around certain movements to maintain your green card.
You're losing breath. Are you done? Can I respond?
You had nothing to say, but go ahead, loser. Go ahead, trainee chaser.
Let me respond. Now, here's the thing. English is my second language, so I speak proper Spanish. So now I've been trying to work on my language. So just because I've tried to speak proper English, it doesn't mean that you got to call me a F word and all those things. Another thing is this.
I'll call you whatever I want. You're a tether.
Let me finish. Back when I was 18, we made a study back in the Bronx, and we made a study about food deserts. Food deserts is a thing that affects a lot of urban areas in which, like, a local kid cannot have access to an apple or real food.
we have access to liquor stores, we have access to bodegas, but we don't have, or franchises, but we don't have access to real food. So as a gig worker, sometimes I take it upon myself to, yes, I do DoorDash. I DoorDash in Beverly Hills. I DoorDash in many cool places that it's not Jacksonville. It's not a hellhole where you're at, bro. I'm not doing DoorDash in Alabama. So at the end of the day, I'm comfortable where I am. When I was 22, I didn't even have a Social Security. So at the end of the day, Obama gave me papers. I became a citizen 3 years ago. Maybe I do like being with the people. You understand? I was doing DoorDash just yesterday in the 60s in South Central. You don't get to do that. All you do is surround yourself by white people and be the only you be the only black person, and then just shouting out like, yeah, look. You never around black people, and then at the end of the day, your house smells like Ling Ling's house, bro. You are with like the enemy at the end of the day. You hate tethers, but you are not right now. You're with a person from Vietnam or wherever the fuck he's from. So you're all over the place.
Guys, can we wrap this up, guys? Can we wrap this up? I want to finish.
Yeah. Can I finally end this bozo talking about hellholes? A hellhole you only know is the one you came from, that you fled from, that your family got beat out of. Alabama is Beverly Hills to you. You goofy fuck. Listen, Alabama is Beverly Hills to you. Jacksonville, Florida is the Taj Mahal to you bum ass niggas who living in squalor. Okay, nobody wants to be you dropping food off, dropping hoagies. Listen, nobody wants to. No. Why are you talking? I'm talking. Nobody. Listen. Nobody wants to be a nigga in a punch buggy delivering hoagies and cold fries to gang members. I'm sorry, Avo. Nobody's aspirations is to be a career bum, a career driver, a career free nigga, and wants to run around green card, got your SS in 3 years ago. You know what that sounds to me? It sounds like you're a visitor who does grunt work to make us and to make America go by. You bringing up food deserts, a whole bunch of stuff you ain't changed, you ain't do. You just sit around here talking about how you was the Colombian Martin Luther King, but in all reality, you're just a nigga. You're just a nigga.
Guys, I got to get back to the show. We have gone in a totally different direction.
That nigga obsessed with me, bro. You obsessed, bro.
Guys, I appreciate both of you. All right. We'll talk later, Flipboy J. I will thank you, man, for calling back. Thank you.
Yeah. Don't drop the fries, goofy ass niggas.
Nobody knows I'm on the brink of something. My heart's gonna go. All the colors exploding. Nobody knows I'm on the brink of something. My heart's gonna go. All the colors Nobody knows.